Get ready, get ready, get ready. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? We are live. We are live. Come on in, like and share as you enter the stream. Okay. If you can hear me, let me know. Put your aliens in the chat. Okay. Y'all know I have to test everything first. Okay. And we will get started in just a moment.
Get ready, cause you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger. That's her being a blogger. That's her being a blogger.
All is my son.
I get the shit.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog got it. The blog got it. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog got it. The blog got it. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say all the is her son.
Yes.
Got it. Got it. Say all the
It's her son. Yeah.
say all the is her son.
Like for real. I'm Michelle.
What happened? When the sound go off? When did the sound go off? And y'all don't be calling me in the middle of my stream. Okay. I was talking while I got maybe I kicked it while I went off. Can y'all hear me now? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. We back. Okay. You can hear me. Okay. Let me know. 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 Okay. Let me say. Okay. Good. Sound check. Shout out to Facebook in the building. I see you, DL Shula. I see you, Pam. Okay, Tia. Y'all see these people in the green? Those are our channel sponsors over here on the YouTube. If you would like to be a channel sponsor, click the link in the description box or click the join tab on my ATLien page. Okay. Shout out to everybody who is joining me today. Y'all like the new song? Let me know if you like the new song. If you like it, put a 5. If you don't like it, put a 8. Cause I'm just testing it out. I don't have a new intro yet. That was the clean version of the song. Cause she says, the blog artist Michelle is here, and then she said all these bitches is her sons. Okay, and with YouTube, you can't say that B word in the first 15 seconds. So I had to alter it a little bit. Had to alter it. Oh, Cherry said she don't like it. You don't like it? Oh, okay. Some people like it. Some people don't. You like the old song better, huh? You like the old song. She said she like y'all. Some of y'all like it. Play it again. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me add
Ready,
it.
cause you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger. That's her being a blogger. That's her being a blogger.
All is my son.
I get the shit.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog got it. The blog got it. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog got it. The blog got it. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say all the is her son.
Yes.
Got it. Say all the
It's her son. Yeah.
say all the is her son.
Like for real.
Now I could play y'all the dirty version too. Hold on, let me play you the dirty version if I can find it. Hold on, I gotta find it though. Hold on, is it right here? It's right here. Dirty version intro. Hey y'all, come on in, like this video as you come in. As you come in, like this video. I'm just trying to get y'all's little feedback on my song. Intro 1, intro 2. Is that the dirty one? Old intro, new intro. Let me see what this one is. I don't know what that one is, child. I just know it's too many of them in here. Intro 1. Let me see what intro 1 look like. Present video intro 1.
Ready, cause you about to be an ATLien.
Oh, that's the
That's
same
her
one.
being a blogger. That's
That's the same one. Let me see what intro 2 look like. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I be doing too much. Present video intro 2. I think it's yeah.
I'm the vlog goddess.
all them is her son.
Yes. I'm different.
Get ready.
Okay, DL, I hear you.
Get ready, cause you about to be an ATLien.
So it got the old one and the new one mixed in there. It's got the old one and the new one mixed in there. You know, we change. You know, like DL Schuler said, that Jay-Z said, like my old music, play my old songs. Honey, life is about change. Amen to that. You said the second one is better. Okay, the second one's just a different visual. It's the same song. It's just a different visual. But I appreciate y'all. You said I like the pics from the first one, but I like the music from the second one. Okay. It is what it is. Actually, the dirty version. Ooh, let me see what car. The dirty version got the B word in it. Here it is. It's the clean version, and this is the dirty version. Hold on, let me see if I can put this one in there. Open, put it right here. Open. I put it in there. Oh, I gotta put it over here. I be doing too much. I know I be doing too much. I'm trying to waste time till Peter get over here. Hold on, let me do this. And then I'm gonna open it right here. Bam bam boom. And then I gotta put it right here. SFTA. Blog goddess. He said use this one. Let's see what this one sounds like. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Share screen. Mastered final version. Let's see.
That's her being a blogger.
Get ready, cause you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than.
I am more.
That's her being a blogger.
All the bitches is my son.
Okay, that's shit.
I am more than a blogger.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, the sheriff's here.
Yeah.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, the sheriff's here.
Yeah.
Say all them bitches is her son.
Yes.
All them bitches is her son.
Yes.
Say all them bitches is her son.
Yes.
Say all them bitches is her son.
Like for real.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, the sheriff's here. If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, the sheriff's here. If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it,
I'm the blog goddess.
if the blog got it, all them bitches is her son.
Yes.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, the sheriff's
All right. Yes, I froze. Yes, I have frozen. Hold on, y'all. While I refresh my camera, while I refresh the camera, y'all can hear me. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on, watch Biggie for a minute. Biggie said he would keep y'all company during this brief intermission. Biggie said he will keep y'all company during this brief intermission. You good, Biggie? We straight? Keep the people company. Do some tricks or something. Do some tricks, okay? Hold on, we back up. Hold on. It was too much. The music was too much for the people, honey. The computer said, no, my sister, you got to do something else. Hold on. Time for his nap. Okay. You said you like the old one. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will use them interchangeably. Okay. But anyway, shout out to all the people in the stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I appreciate everyone who is joining me today. I don't know where Peter is. Let me call him. Make sure I told him 9:30-ish. Oh, wait, he called me while my phone was on Do Not Disturb. Oops. Hold on. Hold on. He called me while I was messing with the computer. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Take my phone off of Do Not Disturb for minutes. Turn off. Your call has been forwarded to an. Where is he? Where is Peter? How he gonna call me? Hold on. 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 Wait a minute. I turn the Do Not Disturb off. Off. Turn it off. Bam. 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 Turn it off. Okay. Do Not Disturb is off. Okay. Anyway, you said Peter went to sleep. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Peter has had a rough day. Anyway, let me just go ahead and get into this story. Okay. Y'all know Peter has been a hot topic online all day long. I guess he gonna click in when he can. I sent him the link. Let me send it to him again, Jack. You know how Peter is. Oh, he said he'll be on in 20 minutes. He just sent me a text. He said he'll be on in 20 minutes. So we can run through the drama, and then Peter come and tell us why it's drama. Okay. So early yesterday afternoon, a blog post hit the news saying that Peter was in the process of being in trouble for choking out a woman in his BarOne Baltimore restaurant. I think it was the neighborhood talk came with some receipts. They had the court documents and everything. They said Peter was about to be tried, convicted. He was gonna be sent to jail. And yeah, of course, I had called Peter last night. I'm like, Peter, what is the people talking about? You're gonna be in jail, in prison for choking out a person. Did you put your hands on this lady? And so Peter, he told me a little story, told me what had went on. I'm gonna let him tell it to you. But he said, he didn't do it. He said he was innocent. He said he had to go to court the next day. Okay. And so the next morning, Peter, he called me. He told me that, they found him innocent. Then he went on live and told the people that he was innocent. Now, it's been a lot going on even after that, child. Hold on, hold on. Here it is. Peter Thomas allegedly choked is facing charges for allegedly choking a female at his restaurant in BarOne. Okay. It said the people were saying it's not looking good for Peter Thomas. He is currently facing a criminal charge from a woman who claims he allegedly choked her up. How you spell choke? Because I don't know. Chocked and choke look a lot alike. At his restaurant in Baltimore, the victim claims she was in the restaurant with her friends and noticed that Peter was allegedly pissy drunk and she made a comment about it. Peter apparently overheard the comment because they were in the same section and got into his feelings about it. The victim claims Peter started grabbing her throat aggressively to the point she had to ask his staff to get him off of her. The victim was apparently distraught and embarrassed and taken aback by his actions. After doing some research, we learned the victim is the niece of Tammy Rivera. And Tammy didn't listen. Peter then went to court, child. Peter then came and he has told everybody, he was like, look, I'm in front of the courthouse. A jury has found me not guilty. I'm gonna show you that. Oh, it's just a mess. It's all kind of stuff going on, child. It's all kind of stuff going on. Come on in and like this video. Peter will be joining us momentarily. Momentarily. Okay, but in the meantime, we gonna break down some of these stories. So here is Peter in front of the courtroom. Okay. Peter said, look,
Hey people, I just walked out of courthouse where this whole thing with this mess that's on it's all over the blogs, right? So I just walked out of the courthouse and the verdict came back 12 out of 12 jurors not guilty. Keep on coming for me, but I tell them that I'm protected. Okay? They're trying to come for me in all kind of ways, but I'm protected. All right? I know what it is. Now when I don't talk to y'all, because I think y'all on some BS, don't take it personal. Because it's stuff like this that makes me stronger. Okay? I'm protected. Have a good day.
so look, Peter was standing in front. Peter took his little selfie in front of the crowd. He showed y'all United States Post Office and courthouse. The post office and the courthouse in the same building up there, child. Y'all ain't got no separate facilities for the post office and the courthouse. But anyway, yeah, y'all better leave Peter alone. Peter said, though I walk through the valley of death, I shall fear no evil. Peter said, all y'all keep coming at him. Listen, Peter been hot all day long. In the meantime, Tammy Rivera, who is she said that's her cousin. Tammy got online, honey, and had a lot to say as well. Hold on, I'm gonna let you see what Tammy said. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me go to her Instagram. Oh Lord, where's she at? She ain't even on there. I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube. Tammy said that all you gotta do is apologize, Peter. Just apologize. And it's like if he really did what you say that he did, why would you ask him to apologize? Here she is right here. Shout out to 9 Mag TV for capturing this footage right here. Hold on, we about to look at Tammy and see what she has said. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer. Blah, 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 blah. Fair use. Okay, fair There you look. I don't know why I had to read it after all these times, but I cannot remember it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Exactly. We are researching. And because I am playing somebody else's footage that they downloaded from the internet, uploaded to YouTube, it is fair use. Okay, there go Tammy Rivera. I guess she had went live on Instagram or something, and apparently she deleted it because I just went over there to her live and I don't see it. But here is what she had to say.
You know, a lot of people are asking me and DMing me about the situation with my niece. I haven't spoke about it or said anything because, you know, out of privacy for her and her respect. But anybody who knows, they know I don't play when it comes to my family. Peter knows that as well. What the moral story is, my niece didn't want me to help her. She didn't want me involved. She wanted me to help her with the, you know, the lawyer or the case.
Your niece didn't want you involved. Why is you on live talking about your niece? Let's start there. Okay. And I understand that's your family. You got to say what you got to say. And it's in the news, it's in the blogs, and it's going viral. And everybody connecting you to your niece. But why you even come on here if your niece didn't want you involved? Let's listen to
anything. What it boils down to is he had Warren Brown as a lawyer. My niece had a state's attorney. That's what happened. That's all it is.
Wait. He had how many attorneys, and your niece had a state's attorney? Why your niece
attorney? That's what happened. That's all it is. She didn't want me involved. She wanted me to help her with the, you know, the lawyer or the case, anything. What it boils down to is he had Warren Brown as a lawyer. My niece had a state's attorney. That's what happened. That's all it is. He was on her. He told her. She called me outside the restaurant crying hysterically. My niece is not loud. She's not ghetto. She does not be in no mess. That's not her world. For her to even call me like that and saying that someone and everybody who was in that club saw it. He called around that next morning multiple times trying to apologize and get in contact.
So wait a minute. Oh, gosh. Okay, we still listening.
With her. Like, you did it. Apologize and move on.
She said, you did it. Apologize. Why you got to apologize for? She took her to the court, and the court said he innocent. What he got to apologize for if he say he ain't do anything? And how you know what she did if you wasn't there? I'm just saying, how you know that it actually happened if you wasn't there? They said the niece was embarrassed by the situation, and maybe that's why she called you crying, because first of all, the niece was in Peter Thomas's club, and then the owner of the club told you to get out the section or whatever he told you, and you was embarrassed, and then you had to call your auntie Tammy Rivera, the lady from Love and Hip Hop, and tell your auntie that big bad Peter Thomas then kicked you out the club. That's how I see it. I don't know, but Peter will tell us momentarily. Okay, what y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all think Peter guilty or not guilty? If you think he guilty, press 1. If you think he not guilty, press 3. Okay, if you think he guilty, press 1. If you think he not guilty, press 3. Even though it don't matter, he's already been found not guilty by a jury of his peers, okay, in a Baltimore court. Okay, the court said he ain't guilty. If you think he guilty, press 1. If you think he not guilty, press a 3. Okay, I see a lot of 3s. I see some 1s. Okay, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Well, according to the jury over here on ATLien Live, it looked like the 3s have it. He would have got off over here too if we heard all the evidence and we put everything together. Honey, maybe everybody was drinking. She said that Peter was pissy drunk. You in the bar, you might have been pissy drunk too. Listen, everybody was pissy drunk. That's what happens at the bar. You get pissy drunk. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm digressing. Meanwhile, you know, Peter is free. Peter is real free. Peter was chilling after court. Peter was chilling after court, and then what? Something else had happened. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up too, Lord. Peter just be, oh my God, Peter be getting in trouble. Everywhere you look, Peter is in trouble. So Peter was chilling after court. He had went and got home and got some coffee and had decided to decompress, honey. He had took off his man bag, his pocketbook, as Josh would say. He just sat down in the bed. He had, he's chilling. And what does he do? Peter go on and start dragging the people from Bravo. Honey, Peter says cease and desist, honey. No, secondly, wait a minute, before that, look, I gotta go through Peter's timeline. Before that, they start accusing Peter of buying prostitutes and accusing Peter of doing all these different things. And Peter was like, listen, I almost got locked up because somebody said I did something I didn't do. The jury said I didn't do it. Now y'all got to come with another story. Same day, another story. He was like, it ain't even been 24 hours yet. I can't even take my good nap at 10 o'clock in the morning. And the blogs already talking about I was trying to buy some ass. So this is crazy to me. So Peter gets on live again. Not on live, but he got on his Instagram and he said he awake now. Now that I'm awake. He took off his man bag, honey. He said, now that I am awake, I got some more to say. And here is what he said after he woke up.
Kind of articles coming out right now, accusing me of all type of stuff. These people write so many different things. Now that I'm hearing that I'm paying for sex, that's crazy. I'm giving away money, that's crazy. I was found innocent, thank God. All 12 jurors came back with an innocent thing. And now I got to move on. There's all kind of articles coming out right.
So Peter's just like, damn, I just woke up, came down to the coffee house. And now I gotta deal with this. Like, look, Peter, like I got a good woman at home, and my woman keep calling me, talk about I did choke somebody. My woman keep calling me, talk about now I'm buying prostitutes. What's next? Peter, like I can't lose her. Peter, like I cannot lose her. Then you already know. Don't nobody watch Potomac. Well, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I know y'all mad at me for not watching it, but I did not watch Potomac. But apparently, Peter's name was brought up on Potomac. Peter didn't know either because Peter didn't watch it. Peter didn't watch it. So Peter, in the midst of his trolling the blogs and looking up his name, Peter found out that Mia from Potomac then brought up his name on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. Peter is just catching up. Peter said that this person on the Real Housewives of Potomac then brought up his name and then accused him of sleeping with Wendy on Potomac. So Peter was like, well, damn. I'm about to go to jail. Next, I'm buying prostitutes. Now I'm sleeping with married women. Here you go.
Just send me a clip. I'm going through a lot of shit right now. But somebody just sent me a clip from the Potomac Housewife reunion show. And Mia is going at it with Wendy. And brother, this is kind of your fault because I taped with y'all for 5 minutes promoting BarOne Baltimore and BarOne Miami Beach, and you turned that 5 minutes into 9 episodes, and now my name is thrown around on the reunion show when in real life I don't mess with none of those women. Okay? Giselle, Robin, cool people. The rest of them, Wendy, I shot with her one time, 5 minutes. Didn't go out to dinner with her. I didn't have no late night snack with her. She's a married woman. She's very respectful, very honorable. Okay, so for you to be talking about me and Wendy getting together is so disrespectful. And it's so thirsty. It's real thirsty for you to do that just to collect that check from Bravo. There's nothing cool about that. Okay, and you can't just use my name like that because if you use my name like that, I'm gonna have my lawyer get in touch with you guys, and it's gonna be really ugly. okay? Because I do not know any of those women. I never see them outside of my establishment, okay? And y'all just can't recklessly just throw people's name out there like that because it actually hurt my business.
Ooh.
And that's irresponsible. Please cease and desist.
Please cease and desist, honey. That sounds like an official threat to me, honey. Yes, get that late night snack. But wait, there's more, honey. Mia husband had got on the line. Oh God. Mia's husband had got on the line. How you spell that lady name? Thornton. Thorthan. Is that how you spell it? I don't know how to spell her name. Let me go into my thing. Her husband got on the line and clapped back at Peter, child. After all that, he clapped back at Peter, and here is what he said. Hold on. I gotta go over here. So this is too much. What was going on with Peter today that he had to be all in the blogs like this? Hold on, I'm about to put up the Mia one. If I can find it, child. Hold on. Somebody said I hope Peter sued him. What he going? Here it is right here. Hold on now. Let me play this. This is the response, honey. Oh, we got somebody in the back. Hold on. I see you guests in the back.
To me that who I thought was my friend, Peter Thomas, can say things like he doesn't know us like that. I wonder if he didn't know us like that the times when he'd been at our house, eating our food, playing card games, and associating with other people, family members and friends of ours. I guess he didn't know us like that when he held our baby girl and was the first man other than myself to hold our baby girl. I guess he didn't know us like that when he's gone on boat rides with us. I guess he didn't know us like that all the times that we spent at his restaurant supporting his business. And certainly, I guess he didn't know us like that when he wanted to borrow $60,000 to pay his bills at BarOne. So I don't know why Peter says he don't know us like that. Maybe that's his definition of not knowing us like that. Not knowing us like that when he's attended our kids' parties. So I guess if that means not knowing someone, then I guess that's what Peter's meaning is. And furthermore, to say this has hurt his business. Just a few days ago, I personally spoke to Peter, and he said the publicity is actually helping his business. And furthermore, the allegations that he's referencing only came out a couple of days ago. So how could it have hurt his business that quickly? Peter, I guess we don't know you like that.
Oh, not don't know you like that, Peter. Peter, they don't know you like that.
They don't know me like that. Where you at?
Hold on, let me delete this. Hey, Peter.
Hey, what's up, baby?
How are you doing? You're late.
I'm late. Shit, nigga, I'm late.
Get out the bed. Straighten up. Sit up. Do something. Fold your clothes.
Somebody fucking wrong, nigga. I'm in my bed.
Peter, I was very concerned yesterday. And what happened? As one friend to another, what happened last night?
Give me what happened last night.
Didn't I call you?
Yeah, you did call me.
I was asking you, was you in jail? Because people's telling me you was locked up. You was facing 10 years in prison.
Oh, for what?
I don't know. That's why I called you. I was out in the streets with Derek J drinking.
Yeah.
I was a little tipsy. I was like, let me call Peter and see what's going on.
Was Derek talking shit about me?
No, Derek I was talking shit about you.
I love Derek.
Cool I love Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
I went up his house.
Oh, I was in jail. Okay.
Huh. So can you explain what happened that got you in court in the first place?
Okay. Last year, in March, like 3 months, a little bit of 3 months after I opened Baltimore, was in the bar. And it's February. We was in the bar. There was some young ladies. I was hanging out with two of my friends, couple. And there was some girls dancing in front of us. The bar was newly open, so a lot of people was coming in to check it out. It's a real pretty place. And there was like 4 girls in there. They were cute, and they were dancing amongst themselves the whole 9 yards. And my homegirl decided to get up and dance with them, and it was all fun. Like, oh, these girls are cool. You know what I'm saying? And then I run into them again. They came through. We talked that night, and one of them, I was telling them, yo, if y'all know anybody that's looking for some administration job in the daytime. And one of them said, yeah, I'm looking and I work in the area now and I don't like where I work. So I end up hiring her. So, you know, then our friends be coming around and everybody was cool. It was one of them that that likes me. And damn, I think I'm moving too fast with this story. Is one of them that was real cool. You know what I'm saying? More quiet, more reserved. All right. And
Wake up,
she's the one who had hooked me up with a friend that was working for me, right? And she told me she was moving to Houston and the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, why Houston? Baltimore's about to get hot. She said she's a hairstylist. She was over Baltimore and she was going to move to Houston. So, you know, like I had more conversation with her than the others. Because the one that I ended up working for me, she was real super quiet. She just come do her work, don't bother nobody, and go home. All right. So in the space of 5 weeks of me being around all of them, I met them in February. The incident took place March 20th. All right. And the reason why the incident took place is because the one that was super cool and chill, she had took a liking to me. All right. And you know, she called me a couple of times, and to be honest with you, she called me some not you know, these young people like to FaceTime, but she would call me like 1 in the morning, and you know, like it wasn't cool for me to be calling me at that time. FaceTime, because you know, if I'm laying in bed with my woman and I get a FaceTime at that time, I don't have to explain why this young girl is FaceTiming when ain't nothing going on. So I believe I asked her. It's over a year ago, and I wasn't around them for that long. But I remember her doing it a couple of times, and I said, well, maybe if I just block her, then I don't have to worry about me getting FaceTime and have to explain to my people why I'm getting FaceTime that time in the morning, because they're out in the streets. And I think that I'm at one joint. Hey, well, let's find out where Peter is. Peter, yo, we're coming over. You at the bar? That type of shit happens all the time. So kind of blocked her. When I go home, I don't want to argue over nothing. But anyway, March 20th was on a Sunday. We were all in there. It was crunk in the bar area, the lounge area, and they. From what I found out in court yesterday, they were at a different bar, and then they decided to come to BarOne. When they come to BarOne, you know, I didn't see them when they come in, but the same couple that was with me when I met them was sitting in my section. They saw them, and they invite them over in my section, right? Which is cool. It's normal because there's no beef. When I got back to my section, because I'm touching tables all night, right? So when I got back to my section, I saw them and I greeted everybody cool, you know, and we was there. And the quiet girl that I blocked was like, yo, you blocked me? I said, yeah, because you want to FaceTime a nigga 1 o'clock in the morning. This shit don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? They said, oh, you know, like, all right, then, you know, like she was cool. But she said, but my friend mad at you that you blocked me. So why would your friend be mad at me that I blocked you? You should be mad. So we're in there, and a friend, I can't tell you in the sequence of how it happened because it's a whole year ago. But a friend came up in my face like, yo, why you block my friend? Why you block my friend? I'm like, girl, I put up my arm like this and I ease her off of me. Yo, girl, fuck away from me, all in my face. You know, I blocked your friend, I didn't block your ass. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if she was joking or what. I wouldn't know if she was serious, but when I kind of braced her off of me, my section was tight. She fell backwards on the seat that she got up from. I guess it was a little bit embarrassing for her. You know what I'm saying? So she had got mad, started crying. I don't know why he put his hands on me, that type of situation. She wanted no accountability of coming in my face. All right. And then they went outside. Our friend go outside to calm her down. Okay. Next day, I got on a plane and I flew back to Miami because I was going back and forth from Miami and Baltimore. both locations. And since her friend was already working for me, I called a friend and said, "Hey, what's up with your friend last night? Is she all right?" Because she had got in my face. I kind of eased her off for me. She fell back on the chair, and I just want to make sure she's cool, because now your friend is working for me. I can't be just disregard her feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All right. And then the one that I initially blocked, I called her the day after that just to check on them, because they come to my restaurant all the time, you know. And she's like, "Well, she mad at you," and she's like, she don't know why. I mean, she don't know why. She got in my face. She was right there, you know. But she was joking. I did not know that when I pushed
Mhm.
her off of me. All right. Anyway, fuck it. I hung up the phone. Didn't talk to them again. All right. A whole month went by. Went back to Baltimore, and I'm going through my mail, and I have a letter from the the state prosecutor of Maryland. And,
Mhm.
and when I opened it, it was asking for a videotape for the 20th of March, but there was no incident report with it. It's just a subpoena for videotape, right?
Mhm.
That's weird. Okay, so I had everywhere I go, I usually have, when you open restaurants, you gotta have a couple of lawyers and retainer. So I had a lawyer and retainer, and I fax it over, take a picture of it, and send it over to him. And he
Mhm.
called the state attorney, and the lawyer called me back and said, "Yo, Miss Mosley is gonna call you." Miss Mosley was the state attorney, right?
Mhm.
So I said, "Yeah, I got this from your office." And she said, "Oh, Peter, some girl that's filing suit saying that you put your hand around her neck and try to strangle her." You know what I'm saying? I said, "What?" She said, "But either way, we have to look into this. And I'm a friend of yours, it can't come out of my office. So I'm gonna put it in the county office, right? It's
Uh-huh.
of interest because she comes to my bar also, the state attorney." All right, and I understood. So I went to my lawyer like 2 days later and read the girl complaint. So what happened when she left there? She's telling people that I put my left hand. That's how they say it in court. My left hand. I don't know why not my right, because I'm right-handed. But she said I put my left hand and I put it around her neck. All right, and I was squeezing her, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"There's 100 people in my bar area. There's 10 people in each booth, and the fucking place was crunk." I'm saying she bugging when I'm reading this. If I put my hand around any woman neck and squeeze it for 30 seconds, somebody's gonna see it. Somebody's gonna record it. I'm gonna be over the blocks the next day like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Why is she lying? And then she said, "Oh, my friend Marquise uh, pulled me off of her, and she didn't know where that came from. I didn't say nothing. She thought it was cool. I just aggressively went at her, and I was drunk. I was dancing. I wasn't dancing. One time I fell asleep being standing up. Okay, and my drink was pouring out. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, she painted a picture like I'm really dope addict. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading a testament, a testimony, and I'm like, fuck it. I hired a lawyer. We got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But every time, the reason why it took a year to come to court, because every time the county people come, okay, it was conflict of lawyers and judges being there
Mhm.
to do a case. So it really got postponed for 10 months, because the first time
Damn.
I got the paper, the first paperwork was April of last year. All right, and we tried to go to court 4 times, and it was conflict of district attorney versus my attorney, the whole 9 yards, and it just got pushed back. A year later, when Miss Mosley is no longer the state attorney after 7 years, and the new guy came in, I don't know him, so it was no longer a conflict. So it's
Mhm.
easier to get time in the city of Baltimore in their court system instead of the county. So they move it out back out of the county back into Baltimore. And 2 weeks ago, my lawyer told me that I had to be in court on the 28th of
Oh
February,
wow.
right? So
Uh-huh.
so there's 3 people that work for me that I saw the incident. All right. My VP, she saw it. She was in the section when it happened. Um, the kid Marquise that she mentioned, the man Marquise that she mentioned, he was in the
Mhm.
section. All right. And then another friend of mine that was helping out, that was directly across from the section, that they always have their eyes on me because, they want to make sure that I'm quote unquote okay. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so somebody always have their eyes on me. And I have the cameras in the place.
Mhm.
When I got the letter in April, I immediately went to the camera, but my camera system loop out and clean itself every 15 days.
Mhm.
27 cameras, so it loop out and start over again. So I got there late. I couldn't retrieve it. So which would have thrown us out. Everybody would see what happened. And now, the district attorney was telling me 2 weeks ago, well, this is a second degree assault. It's not a first degree, and what comes along with the second degree assault is you have to take anger management class. You pay some kind of fine. I think it's $1,000, and you're gonna be on probation for 24 months. I'm like, I'm not doing none of that shit
Okay.
because I didn't strangle nobody. And then my lawyer said, well, if you don't do that, you're gonna go in front of a jury, and if they found you guilty, then because all 62 years of your life, you never been found guilty of nothing and have no record, the judge will reduce it to probably just a fine and some anger management class. I said,
Mhm.
whatever. I'd rather do that than take some guilt shit. And
Uh-oh. I knew that was gonna happen. Peter,
yeah.
who is calling you? Yes, I'm here.
Hey, yo, listen, I get calls all the time. I don't
I
know
know
how to
you do. You're
block
supposed to
these
put your phone
people.
on do not disturb when you're on the live.
Oh, I got to figure out how to do that. But anyway, um, we went to trial yesterday.
Uh-huh.
All right, I got there 8:30 in the morning. There's 50 jurors. They wind down to 12 plus two alternate that take like 5 hours. I actually sat through that shit. I never knew how that process worked, but I sat through it myself, the prosecutor, the judge, and the jurors and the bailiff. Went through all that shit, and they could pick the 12 that my lawyer is satisfied with, and the state attorney is satisfied with.
So this
And
was
then,
a real criminal trial.
yes, yes. And
Oh
then
shit.
yesterday, and then we break for 45 minutes, then we'll come back at 1:15, 1:30. The trial start. So
Mhm.
the state prosecutor put our friend up first, right? That's testifying. That's the one that I'd actually blocked. And then she testified for like 30, 40 minutes. And then the other one, my lawyer cross-examined her. And then the one that actually accused me of putting my strangling her damn near, uh, she came in and she was, dramatic, and she cried and all of that shit. What bugs me out about that though is that when I got in there, the jeweler, he had to ask all the jewelry if they ever saw the Atlanta Housewife. Okay. If they were fans of the show. Then the other process of elimination was, do you know who Cynthia Bailey is? Okay.
Wow.
I don't know why that brought up CB name. I then did things, do you know who Tammy Rivera is? I didn't know who that was until I found out that was the girl auntie. You
Cousin.
know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. And then and then, have you ever been assaulted? Have you ever have a family member been assaulted? So anybody that's emotional, they could disqualify them and reduce to the 12 people, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The process. But anyway, um, after they interviewed, after they cross-examined herself and her witness, then it was two out of three of my witness that went up there and tell what they saw. The guy Marquise was instrumental because she said Marquise and her when she went and right. First of all, she didn't file when for somebody who said somebody tried to strangle him.
Mhm.
Okay, she left my bar. She didn't call the cops. She drive her friend back to their car. She went home. She talked to her family that night. And the next day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, she went down and pressed these charges and write these things up, right? Which they're saying if somebody do that to you, Why you didn't just call the cops and let them they come and deal with it there and then, right? But she didn't have
No,
an
was
answer.
everybody drinking? I mean, it's a bar, so was she drinking?
She said she hang out at a restaurant an hour and a half before, and then she came to
Mhm.
my bar for a whole hour for 2.5 hours. They're drinkers. They're shot takers. She's telling the court, the jury, that she didn't have not one drink all day.
Mhm.
Okay, but whatever. They asked me if I was drinking. I said, yeah, I had 4 cocktails. Yeah, I did that day. I also ate, so I wasn't drunk. Okay, but and I remember the whole thing. So after the interview, cross-examining the 2 people that I had, and then my lawyer put me on the stand because I could tell my story better than anybody could tell my story. And I got up there and I did what I did. At 5:30, they said, "Oh, you got to come back tomorrow for the verdict." I'm like, "Damn." All right, so I went back there this morning at 8:30. At 10:15, it's just me, the judge, the bailiff, the sheriff, the the steno person, all 12 jurors came back out, let them swear all over. Then they asked them, did you find the person guilty or not guilty? And the foreman for it was like 7, what is it, like uh,
12
12
people?
people. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so like 5 white people, um, the rest was black, and it was more women than men, right?
Okay. Mhm.
Um, and they said we found the defendant not guilty. And then they asked each one of them, "Did you find him guilty or not guilty?" All 12 of them says not guilty. None of them believe their story because their story was not consistent. One girl said, "I put my hands around her neck for 30 seconds." And I'm like, I got up there and said, "Well, just picture this, jewelers. Picture me, Peter Thomas, in my restaurant, put my hand around somebody's neck, choking them for 30 seconds. Now close your eyes and count 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to tell me after 30 nobody saw that shit?
Wow.
Nobody came to her rescue? That's because the shit never happened. And I don't know why
So
they're
how do you
doing it.
feel about Tammy Rivera getting
I'm
on
a
her
fuck.
platform?
I met her. Uh, I think I seen her once here in Baltimore. We was staying in the same hotel and we rode the elevator together. All
Mhm.
right, and she was introduced to me, and they said it was Waka Flocka wife. I never really watch reality TV like that. I barely watch a housewife. I usually get it on Thursday, watch that episode. I never watch it when everybody's watching it,
Mhm.
right? So I didn't really know who she was, and I didn't know that she was related to this young girl. You know what I'm saying? But I'm quite sure if that's her niece, you know what I'm saying? She probably was coached to go down there the next day and do what she did. You know what I'm saying? Are you there? You just left. I can't see you or hear you. I'm seeing the chair. What are you doing? You know, every time I do your live, it's always some bullshit. Are you back? Are you back? I can't hear you.
I got to reset my computer. Now he gone. Now his phone ring. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so that's basically what happened. So when I came out of court this morning, I'm like, God damn, I was emotional about that shit because I could have had something on my record for some shit that I didn't even do. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And like this happened in my restaurant, in my section, in my face, and me, easing her off of me. It turns into she telling people that I tried to choke her twice. It's
Yep.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? And everything that she said, even what she wrote down. She didn't in the thing. I'm quite sure the district attorney gave her several times for her to read her testimony from what she did a year ago, But when she got into court, she changed the whole fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even consistent with what she wrote down. And then when her friend came in there, she said some other shit. It's like they remember parts of their story that they practiced, but they don't remember all of it together. You know what I'm saying? And they basically shot themselves in the foot. And I got up there, and my people was really on point. And just it's you know, if you have any doubts, then it's not guilty. And I was not guilty. You left again. I don't know where you went. And I can't hear you again. You really have. This is how you make a living. You really have to invest.
Listen,
in
Peter,
some
you're not gonna come over here and read me.
Now
Okay?
you really have to invest in some fucking equipment that work, my nigga. Because every time I do this, your shit is janky. You know
But
what
it
I'm
wasn't
saying?
janky yesterday, and it wasn't janky the day before.
Yeah, well, so
Peter,
I must make the block hot. You know what I'm saying?
You make
That
the block
you
hot.
must be
You
trending
know what,
right now.
Peter? I'm gonna sue you for choking me.
Okay, whatever. Here we go.
I'm gonna sue you for choking me.
Here you go. Oh my God. Look at that. You are so foul, yo. You are the
I'm
worst.
gonna sue you for choking me,
You
Peter.
are the worst.
No, this is all your fault.
Yeah, whatever.
But
and then today, this shit with the Potomac housewife. I shot with them because I wanted to, when Bravo come in to shoot at your restaurant, they show the outside and inside and all of that. What are you doing, yo?
Why don't you just keep?
Okay.
Look,
Yeah.
I was trying to clean out my camera on my laptop.
Oh my
Is that
God, clean
okay?
that shit before you start the interview.
I was on another camera. I got 5 cameras around this room.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm on the doggy cam right now.
Yours is very, very professional. I hear you with all your cameras. Okay, not even Bravo when they shooting us have 5 cameras. Here you go. Oh, now I'm looking at your dog. Okay, on the chair. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, so they shot at my restaurant in the harbor, and then they wanted to shoot at my restaurant on the beach. Mm-hmm. All right. And I thought that was some dope ass exposure for me and my brother. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
I remember I was there. I remember.
So the Wendy part is that I don't know Dr. Wendy. I've never met any of the Potomac woman, but Giselle out in LA at Soul Train Award like years ago. Mm-hmm. When the show started first, I think it was her first season when I met her. And just briefly, hi, Peter, I'm a fan, blah, 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 that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know them. So, but the Mia girl, she lived in Charlotte. And, I was dating her friend when I lived in Charlotte. So we would hang out, like, I think you would hang out, go out on the Lake Norman up there. They would come to my restaurant a lot. G and Mia, I would go to their house, you know what I'm saying, doing Halloween and, occasions like that, play spade, whatever, eat food, all of that shit. So I know them, but I haven't lived in Charlotte technically now going on 5 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't really been around them. And since they've been here since I opened here a year and a half now, been up here a year before that, building it, I haven't been around them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They came to my opening, I think my 1-year anniversary. They came to my opening. But me and them are cool. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't been around them. So it's not like if we're like, let me see if you see my finger. It's not like if we're like this. Mm-hmm. And I don't talk to them. Probably maybe, I don't really reach out to her. All right. But every now and then, I think I talked to G like 2 or 3 times in the last year. Right. So I understand the reality TV shit, to throw the liquid in your face, to, talk about who's sleeping with who. But I'm not on this show. Mm-hmm. All right.
But you knew that your name was going to be used.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because on some real stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're newbies to the game. Giselle and she's the biggest one on it, ain't she? Her and Karen.
Listen, I don't watch the show.
You don't even watch it, but you know, last year they ranked over Atlanta Housewives.
I heard.
They were #1 on Bravo.
Okay.
But anyway, they thought it was a good idea for me to, you know, since Wendy was interested in doing the restaurant, for me to do a scene with her talking about restaurants. I'm a Bravo, you know, quote unquote celebrity, also how they put it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and my Bravo people know I needed the exposure. I asked them for the exposure to tape on my restaurants, the whole 9 yards. And I think it's the first time they tape anybody do a restaurant in one season, or 2 different business for the person in one season. That wasn't on the show. So I thought that was dope. I can't pay for that. It's priceless. So when I did the scene with Wendy, you know, Wendy came to my restaurant, I think the week before, because we were talking on the phone. I'm getting familiar with her because I never met her, about this whole restaurant thing, and she was talking about a Nigerian restaurant. I'm saying, how many Nigerian restaurants you know? Everywhere you went in the country, you could find Jamaican restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's do a Jamaican theme. All right, and we could blend some Nigerian stuff for that. So she came down one night because I wanted her to try the food to see if she liked what I'm representing. And I videotaped her and I put it on my thing because, you know, now she's on TV. It goes far away. All right. And that's before she actually taped with me. So when I'm watching this thing unfold and I'm getting people sending me clips and they're saying, oh, Peter's fucking Giselle or Peter's fucking this, I'm like, why are they throwing my name around like that when I don't even know these girls? That shit is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know the pastor Bryant, but though Giselle ex-husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's the pastor Newbert now, right? Okay. Now I don't want this man to be like, you know, shunning me or giving me shade because they put his ex-wife, is the kids of his mom and me as in some sexual relationship. I thought that was foul, and I got mad at it when I first heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then now they're sending me clips saying that Mia, which know me, more familiar with me, her and her husband, and anybody else on the show. Okay, I heard quote unquote, that's my brother Peter, that's my brother Peter, that's my brother Peter. To be honest with you, I've been around Mia twice in the last year. I could honestly say I've been around Mia twice in the last 3 times in the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And we don't ever talk on the phone unless G called me to ask me something about this reality space that they now are in. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, like, I like them. Back in the days, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was hanging out with them in Charlotte. They'll come
So
to
what about the allegations that you borrowed money from them?
I never borrowed shit from him. Him and I never did any business. Period. That's a fucking lie. I don't know why his nervous ass come on camera, posted on his wife, because why? Because I said I don't know them. I don't know none of them people like that. I don't know nobody like that where you could talk about me screwing somebody's wife. That shit ain't cool.
That's right. You right.
On
I'm
no
sure
level.
he wouldn't like it if you said that Mia was
about his wife
with one of his friends or something, right?
Exactly. Oh, I know one of my homeboys fucking Mia. Suppose I said that. He thought it would be the most disrespectful shit if I said that. And all the 7, 8 seasons I did Housewife, you never hear me talk like that. You know what I'm saying? I never talk about and throw nobody under no bus like that. I would defend certain situation with the cast. But I never talk about nobody like that. That shit is reckless. You know what I'm saying? So when they sent me the clip and she said, well, I know you fucking Peter. I'm like, what the fuck is this chick talking about? I don't even know the woman like that. And the woman is married with kids. Now, come on now. I know you're doing this housewife thing, but you got to be mindful about the real thing because half the people that watch these shows believe shit like that. And all I'm thinking is that, man, I got like almost 800,000 followers. 85% of them are female. In my restaurant, 70% of the people that attend my restaurant are women. You understand what I'm saying? If these women think that I'm sleeping with a married woman and I'm on some foul shit, you know what I'm saying? They're going to drop off. So, of course, I'm going to be concerned. Of course, I'm going to clap back when it comes to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because me, you could say anything. You could have said anything, but you don't have to say that I'm sleeping with somebody when you know that's a blatant fucking lie. You understand what I'm saying? Just for storyline. Okay, yeah, he was right when he called me and asked for some advice, and he was saying when he was talking about, oh, when she was talking about, oh, I was with Peter ex-girl before Peter was with her. Yeah, you're right about that. That wasn't a lie. The ex-girl told me about that one incident.
Oh.
But for her to even brought that up and throw a friend on the bus, I thought that was fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And now she's using my name to say that I am sleeping with a CNN analyst, a professor at John Hopkins University, okay, a respectful fucking wife and mother, and you're gonna say that I'm sleeping with them. How you think my fans feel about that? How you think her fans feel about that? You understand what I'm saying? That's some fucked up shit. So I addressed it. Now he's gonna come back with his weak ass fucking clapback, talking about you knew me then. Man, shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut
What
the
do you
fuck
say,
up.
Peter? What do you
But
say?
you knew me then. Oh, you knew me then was you was over my house. You knew me then. It looked like his wife put him up to that shit. It looked stiff as fuck saying it.
It did look like
You
he
know
was
what I'm saying?
reading.
Huh?
It did look like he was reading
It
it.
looked like he's reading a chart that she put up. She coached him for that shit. She wanted this better than him because he loved her. He went along with it. I know they fucking story. Don't come for me because I know how long you've been trying to get on reality TV. Okay, so don't do that. And y'all can't play this game better than my ass.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? Because your whole fucking season has been my name in your storyline.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's some real shit. Okay, and all I'm saying, yeah, you can use my name, but you cannot say I am fucking anybody, okay? Because that's disrespectful. Because you know I don't know any of those women like that. None. You know what I'm saying? He got upset about that. That shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look over there, look like he's reading something, talking all that shit. Man, shut the fuck up, man.
That shut the fuck up.
Playing card games and associating with other people's family
Yeah.
members and friends.
Yeah, all of that happened. All of that happened, G, 5-6 years ago. I'm not
Girl,
saying it
was the-
didn't happen. I didn't say shit about you or your fucking wife. All I said is that you know that's some thirsty shit when you have to use my name and said I am fucking somebody that you know definitely I'm not sleeping with. Definitely I don't know these people. I have never been to Potomac, Maryland in my fucking life.
Oof. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So y'all can't do that and think it's not going to affect somebody else's life and somebody else's business. That shit is not cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I said. And he came up with that clapback because weak as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I guess we're not friends anymore. And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit.
How
So
about
how long
that
have
part?
y'all been friends? You just gonna let your friends go like that over reality?
Listen, I was more of an associate than a friend. You know what a friend to me is? I have some friends that I've been friends with for 20 years. I was in Charlotte. I lived in Charlotte for 5-6 years, and I was around these people. I'm not saying, but I did go to his house. I think they came to my condo once or twice because I don't really like people in my space. Okay, all right. And the only reason why I go to his house because I was dating their friend. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So I become associate because of the person that I was dating.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? When you talk about to borrow my business for BarOne, motherfucker, I never borrowed nothing from you in your life, and you know that.
Mm.
Okay. I did do business with his brother,
Mm-hmm.
and his brother's cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna ask me if I was friends, I was probably more friends with his brother than I was with him.
Well, okay. Well, can we also talk about this cease and desist you talking about for Bravo?
Well, I think that it's somewhat like I understand that they're making good reality show, but they got to think about the effect of what they show, how it affects other people's life. You know what I'm saying? I work real hard to build my platform with my restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say that I'm fucking someone, okay, that's a respectable pillar in our community, and I don't know her like that. And he said, but I know you fucking Peter, and I've seen the video. Didn't you watch the clip? Didn't she say that?
I guess, yeah, I saw that.
She saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
So I'm not gonna jump and say nothing unless I actually see the shit for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when people tell me, I say, could you send me the clip? They send it to me. And I'm like, oh shit, she's foul. And they're foul to be showing that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because if half my people stop coming, and I'm seeing it in my timeline, they're not coming because they think I'm a foul ass motherfucker. Yeah, it's the lawsuit. Because I'm losing revenue, I'm losing money from what the fuck you guys showed, and you can't just, separate yourself from it because it's being seen on your fucking platform.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I call them and say, yo, chill out with all of that. All right, because I'll put out my own fucking. I have 1 million people that follow me. I'll put out my own shit to say that shit is fake. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, don't fuck with Peter Thomas. Okay, Peter, but I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah, for me, for that shot you showed before me, I have my hand around your neck.
I have more than one.
You know, you
You've
kind
done
of like
it several times, Peter.
Yo, here you go again. Every time we take a shot,
You
that's
done
what,
it.
every time we take a shot, me
Peter,
and my friend, okay.
You are known to put your hands around people's neck.
Yeah, and right now you're just making my situation worse with your fucking punk ass self. I'll never come on your raggedy ass show again. You know what I'm saying?
It's a joke, Peter. We're friends.
Fucking asshole.
We're friends.
Okay.
Why would you do this? Would you like? Would you like to talk to the people that?
Yo, I could do it. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, I could do it. It's 10 minutes to
11 o'clock,
10 minutes to 11. I could do it for another like 10 minutes.
All right, okay. I gotta switch my camera out.
See, I have multiple. Hold on. See, I have multiple cameras.
And I don't.
Well, I'm just letting you know. And so don't be trying to call my situation janky because that's the doggy.
Every time I'm on your janky ass program, your shit goes out, yo.
I think you do something.
Oh, me. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So if y'all would like to ask Peter any questions, I have put the link in the chat. Click the link to join. Okay. Peter always wants you to be on camera. He will not stand for any
You notice I don't do live anymore. I do live like once every 6 months.
You don't do them on Instagram?
Yeah, I don't do them. Maybe once. I don't know. It's just like it takes too much. It's like real. I don't know. I don't do live like that anymore unless I have something to really talk about.
Okay, all right. The people said they don't want to talk to you today.
That's okay. I think I gave them enough for them to run with.
You sure did. You've been talking for a whole hour, but I just like the fact of you getting your little clout, Peter. You was trending today, all on the blogs. Like early this morning, the people ran to the damn internet to tell the people that you was facing 10 years in prison. But my thing is that when that story came out, they weren't quick to come on and say that you were absolved of all the charges. You know what I'm saying? It's just interesting.
Yo, they're like bad news. They don't like good news. Yeah. We all know that's how these motherfuckers that watch all these reality shows. They like to watch fucking car crash and motherfucker burning up. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to watch nothing that's good. No good story. They don't want to watch that shit at all.
Who is Ike Thomas?
Hey, what's up, Michelle?
Hey, Dre.
I remember when I was watching your show last week, you was talking about Busta Rhymes, and you was like the lady, he shall not touch the lady. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I said they both were wrong.
Yeah, but who's wrong on this?
I wasn't there, so I can't say, but Busta Rhymes was on camera.
Well, the lady name was Chanel Williams, and I feel so bad for a man to like choke her.
After she hit him on the butt.
You said what?
After she hit him on the butt. Who you talking about?
I think he's talking about Chanel Williams that I went to court with. Nobody choked her, brother. That didn't happen.
What did you do to her?
Okay. She was in my face. She was in my face, and I got her out of my face, in my space, in my personal space.
Well, Michelle,
nobody choked her. There's 150 people there. There's no choking.
Michelle, okay, I'm not trying to, get ghetto or anything or holler because I know you have an anger management problem. But Michelle, the thing is, I'm scared for you. Because what if something happened to you?
Right, what are you talking about?
I'm scared. What if he does something to you?
Simply the best. Who is this?
Yes, good evening.
Hi, Jazbel.
Hello. Hi, Peter.
Hey, honey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Peter,
Yeah,
this is a bad way to start off this year.
it's actually is.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like you did it, but you didn't do it. So I'm a little confused.
hmm Well, y'all, okay. Let me try to help you not be confused. Okay, if somebody come up in your face, this close in your face, and pointing in your face, okay, all right, what are you gonna do?
Okay, let's say that. But you said she was joking,
I don't know if
but
she
she
was
didn't
joking.
make it clear.
I don't know if she was joking or not. She wasn't easing off. You know what I'm saying? And even if she was joking like that, she was way too close in my face. So I kind of
She was in
just,
your personal space.
yeah, way too close to my, like an inch away from my nose. So I just pushed her back from me. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
but Michelle showed Exhibit A. Was
That
Michelle in your personal space?
that's me and Michelle having fun, playing around.
You
Big
know how
difference.
many pictures of Peter and I are on the
Oh,
internet?
she finna
Like,
pull out the pictures. Never mind. Okay, so you know Michelle.
I know
So
Michelle.
that's
She's a friend of mine.
different.
Yeah.
Peter,
so
I'm
what's your
a little
point?
surprised.
What?
I'm a little surprised
What are you surprised about, sweetheart?
because I didn't know this happened, and I just felt like
It
poor
happened. It
Peter.
happened a year ago, and it came to court recently because, and I don't know what the motive was behind it. But you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna say I'm guilty of something I didn't do. Okay.
And you shouldn't.
All right, and that's why I took it to trial. Okay.
And you got found not guilty, correct?
Not guilty by all 12 guilty. You know what? They went up there and testified. They listened to what they said. They listened to what I said. And then they decipher between what they say and what I say and decided, I don't know those 12 jewelry. They decided what she said didn't make any sense. So therefore, okay, I'm not guilty.
Right.
I don't know those people. I met them in court yesterday. They don't know me. I don't know them.
There you go.
I think my counsel has a question. Toria, go ahead with your question.
Victoria.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Peter. Hi, Jezebel.
How you doing?
Jasmine, you're doing
Good.
too much. I'll bring you
Peter,
back. Okay.
Yeah.
I am glad that you took it to court and did not take that stinky deal they was trying to offer you, trying to jam you up for something you did not do.
Mm-hmm.
If people needed to think for 1 second, you're in a club. We're in the day where we live in the age where everybody has a phone. Everybody's snapping pictures and taking pictures of people. If you clearly choked this woman, don't you think it would have been 50 damn cell phones out there
Let,
capturing it?
let me tell you something. What I think really killed it for her. When they asked her friend that was the witness, well, where did Peter touch her? And she said, oh, around the neck with his left hand. And how long did he have his hand on his neck? She said, nah, around 30 seconds to a minute. You know what I did when I got up there? I said, let's close our eyes and just imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, aggressively in a fucking room, and 100 people. We all testified that the whole lounge area was packed, right? Even my section was packed. Several people there. You think in my bar that I just opened, my restaurant that I just opened, I am going to be choking somebody out? I've been doing this in restaurants and bars since 1985. I don't do shit like that. Okay. All right. And nobody's
Somebody called.
Somebody called him.
that's not how it works. Okay.
And something
All
else
right.
I want to tell you, Peter, make sure if you didn't think about it because you've had a rough day, Tell your lawyer to get that mess expunged
Yeah,
completely out of the court records.
he did that the same day.
Good, because I don't want nobody to be able to look up your name and see
And
this
see that
case
shit.
in them computers.
Exactly. He did that the same day.
Good.
He said if I wanted to sue her, all right, he would have to wait 3 years for it to expunge. I said, I'm not suing her. She don't got nothing for me to sue her for. Why would I want to even put myself through that shit? I said, expunge it. File the papers today to get expunged. And he did that.
Good, good. I'm glad.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed at this, and then
Oh, what
I
about
was
the RHOP situation? Do you have any questions about that, Tori?
now Mia. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened this season. She brought her little girlfriend on there. It was supposed to be her best friend that she grew up with. She ended up throwing her girlfriend under the bus because the girls end up liking her girlfriend better than they liked her. They spent half the season on Peter and his club and what happened and why Wendy and him wasn't working together and why this was going on. Peter's name was in, I know, about at least 6 or 7 of them episodes, if not more. She only did that because she was deflecting and didn't want everyone to know what was going on in her life, that her dumb tail spent $60,000 or more remodeling a house in Potomac that she was renting. And then the fact that G's brother came in there and snatched the business from them. So she was just using Peter for a storyline. That's all she was doing, was using Peter for a storyline because she don't have no storyline. She was trying to deflect off of what she was doing. Then to say, tell that the ex that Peter was dating, that she slept with her. Why did we need to know that? That woman is somewhere minding her own business, living her life. And don't she know that woman probably working or got family that done heard this? That's terrible to do.
Yes.
Mia ain't no good. And if
Well, do you have a
Bravo,
question for Mr. Thomas?
they need to get her off of Bravo.
Oh, not get her off Bravo.
Yeah, Mia don't need to be on Bravo. She don't need to be on the show no more. She's boring.
Okay. Peter,
She's
what you
boring.
think? You don't have a question for Peter?
I want to know how his love life is doing.
Oh Lord.
Oh, it's horrible. I got no love.
Why is it horrible, Peter?
Because all I do is work. I don't have time for nobody. I live in 3 different cities.
Oh.
I thought you had a new lady in your life. See how the blogs lie?
Yeah, they lying. Ain't no new ladies in my life.
It's the old lady.
No old lady. She ain't in my life either.
Oh, they already got him and Cynthia back together and halfway down the aisle.
Oh, they already did. That's 100% right there.
Well, Peter, what you well, we gonna be messy. Peter, what you think about that situation?
What situation?
Cynthia going back to the housewives now as a single woman, newly divorced.
I'm happy for her. They pay well to even to the friends.
Okay.
I'm happy for her. Get that money.
Did you think the drama was justified as far as their divorce was concerned? Like she claimed he was cheating, and then he said, "No, you need to take that verbiage out."
I don't follow nothing. You know what, Michelle, was so funny?
What?
Is that when I separated from Cynthia back in 2016, okay, I didn't, in order for me to have a life, I moved to Charlotte and I blocked everything Cynthia Bailey.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Now I know this, but can you clarify it one more time, Peter, that you paid Cynthia that money back? You paid her that money back because they were talking about it today again. You still owe Cynthia money. I said, no, he doesn't.
I don't know
He
why
paid her that
I
money.
don't know why they're talking about that, but let me just give it the full gamut of that. Okay, when I got a divorce from Cynthia Bailey, my lawyer was expecting me to take 50% of the Bravo earnings, right?
Mm-hmm.
okay, because I was entitled to it. We got married on the show. I worked on the show as often as she did. But the show is called The Atlanta Housewife. Okay, and I was a support to my wife, right? Ex-wife, whatever. I decided to walk away and take nothing. Okay? I told her she had to sell the house, but she could keep the profit, buy a new house, and start a new life with a new person. Okay? I took not one check from her. Part of what we did when we was together was purchase properties together. And for some reason, she wanted me to pay her the money back for the property that we had bought on Auburn Avenue. I wired her $100,000 from my lawyer escrow account, and she signed off on that, so I owe her nothing. And this is like years later. Okay, when she brought it up, and I didn't know about it, and it was in the blog. Remember, Michelle, we talked about that.
I did. We did.
Yeah. So
I even did a standalone video about that and said
exactly. So yeah, no, I don't owe her jack shit.
There you go. History.
I knew this, but I wanted him to say it again because it was brought up today in several bloggers, and I was like, no, Peter paid that money and some, so I knew that was a lie. Well, Peter, I'm sorry for what you had to go through, and know that I'm praying for you, and God has you, and what God has for you, nobody can take from you, honey.
I'm protected.
Yes, you are. Michelle, I love you, and I became a member today.
Oh, thank you, Toria. Shout out to the new member. Thank you, Toria. I appreciate you.
Love
and look,
you.
just for clarification, there it is. 1 year ago, Cynthia Bailey forgot to tell y'all, Peter Thomas paid off $170K loan. There you go, right now.
Yep, I knew it. I seen the video that night.
There we go.
So if you want the truth, y'all know where to come. Well, thank you so much, Tori. Appreciate you.
Good night, sweetie. I'm going back down in the chat.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Michelle, I got
you got Tori. You got Taurus right here. You don't want to answer her questions, so she be waiting.
Okay, fine.
Taurus, speak, honey. You better hurry up.
Was patiently waited.
I'm sorry.
First of all, I find that whole thing comical because it should have been thrown out immediately. If the judge read the description, because they gotta approve it before it goes to court. So that should have been comical in itself, because if you was choked, your friends are there, no one helped, your friends just sat there and let you get choked out. I'm a fighter. I'll beat a nigga ass. Like
she was gonna be up there fighting Peter.
I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Peter would have grazed my throat. I would have fell out and been like, "This bar is mine."
Hey, I tell people all the time, I got Marine Corps training, so I will beat somebody's ass. Like that's just me. But
listen,
like common sense would say, like, you telling me nobody came to your defense, not no guy, your female friend, but you got witnesses to get on the stand and lie for you. Yeah, nah. I would have wiped the floor, and that's exactly what your attorney did. Wipe the floor with their ass, and you got off scot-free. But make sure you get your fingerprints out the system as well.
I wasn't arrested. I wasn't arrested for it.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
You know they be.
She just went and did something second-degree assault. It's her word against mine, and then they want to give me fine and probation time and anger management classes, and I decided I'm not doing none of that shit because I didn't do what she accused me of doing.
How long after that incident did it take for her to report it?
Oh, she went home and she didn't report it until the next day. She left the bar probably around 10 o'clock that night, and she didn't call no cops. She didn't go to the hospital. She wasn't hurt. None of that happened. And the next day at 1 o'clock, she went down and filed after she talked to some people. And my lawyer was basically saying this is what usually happens in a person like me case, where they think that if I get found guilty for something or I take a plea for something, then civilly they could come and sue me also. Okay, so
right.
So I didn't want that package. I went with let the people make a decision when they hear the whole case. Let the court system handle it.
Right. I mean, the judge. I mean, I think the jury already knew the answer before it was over. You know, it wasn't a whole week. It didn't take a whole week. It took a day. They already knew the answer. They already knew they was gonna find you not guilty. You know,
Well, I
because
mean, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it was up there, and you know, she did what she did and all of that shit, I really feel bad. I, I really feel bad for them. You know what I'm saying? And but I don't know what would make them do all that they did, but they didn't really have their thing together. And I sat through the whole procedure. You see, when she testified, her friend was out of the room. When a friend testified, she was out of the room. So they story. I was in there and I was watching it. Their story didn't match.
Mm. So what do you feel about like Tammy Rivera telling you just need to apologize?
Tammy could kiss my ass.
I know that's right. That's the first thing I was thinking.
All righty, there you go.
She could kiss her own ass. How about she worry about Waka and leave somebody else alone? She need to get her life together. First of all, she's not even relevant, so I wouldn't even be worried about Tammy.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in, Taurus.
I don't care about none of that.
You must go get on Patreon.
Really got to go, sweetheart. Okay.
All right, Peter. Well, listen, I appreciate you chiming in tonight. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you.
All right. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys. Love y'all. All right.
Shout out to Peter for joining us on the live today. Okay, we still had people in the back. Hey, LaShoya. Hey, all right.
Hey, how you doing?
Michelle, I just don't know what to do. I'm really worried about you.
What you worried about me for?
Because I don't want nobody to hit you or touch
Ain't
you.
nobody gonna hit me. You ain't gotta ever worry about me getting hit. I got strong black men in my circle. Anybody look like they even about to hit me, they gonna be tackled. You ain't gotta ever worry about me getting hit.
My thing is, this channel always support black women, but y'all only support black women.
Oh gosh, straight.
Sometimes I thought it was like all the time. I'm confused. I thought everyone's supposed to support black women.
Right.
Her name is Chanel Williams.
First of all, you wasted time. You came up on the platform. You didn't have a question. If you wanted to ask a question, you should have asked the question directly to the guest who was here. Okay.
No, I already know what happened. I read about it. That was enough for me.
You read about it, but the person who was there is here. You weren't there.
No, I want to ask the victim.
You know what, Dre?
I want to ask the victim.
Why did you go to court? The judge and the jury asked the victim.
About it. I would have
the judge and the jury asked the victim. So why didn't you show up in court if you had something to say?
I would have went straight to Baltimore to ask questions because I have questions. I want to know, like, is she okay?
But clearly you weren't on the jury, so what difference does it make what your question?
But I because she's a lady and I care about all black females. All black ladies, like the
First of all, black
females, like LaToya. If somebody
go with that black female,
if someone tried to
females,
I would
black
come.
Females.
I would come to Mississippi.
I'm a human woman. I am human.
Exactly. That's why you should defend all the ladies.
I mean, I'm a frog. I'm a dog. I'm a bat. I'm a cat. I'm a rat. A female.
You should defend all the ladies.
Dre, you triggering Michelle.
Dre.
Just saying though, I really feel bad. I'm trying to help Michelle. I'm not triggering.
You're not helping me.
I'm helping her.
I went on trial.
You have somebody with their hand around your neck and they could choke you. Anything. I'm scared for your life. Like,
why is y'all calling
don't
back?
do that.
Why is everybody calling back?
Don't do that.
People to call in, please.
Like anything can happen to you. And what am I supposed to do if you're not on YouTube? What?
LaShoya, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Dre, you know what I really admire about you?
I kicked him off.
What I admire about him, he has a hell of a damn memory. He remember where everybody lived at.
But we don't know what he lived.
Right. He could have been to talk to somebody like 5-6 months ago. He'd be like, yeah. So what you doing over in Boston? You'd be like, what? How you remember that?
People feel like you're very disrespectful to women, Dre.
Okay.
Dre, don't respond to that. Don't answer that.
Okay.
Okay. Now you get quiet. Sure. Jasmine say be quiet.
You're supposed to say I object to that answer.
He pleads
I'm
the fifth.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Say objection, and I'm gonna say sustained or overruled, honey.
Yeah.
Michelle,
I didn't. Go ahead.
Okay. No, ladies first. You go ahead.
I don't really have any questions for Peter, but I just wanted to say that just from following him and watching him on the show and kind of the times he's been on here, I always felt like he always kept it 100.
He do keep it 100.
Yeah, he don't like what I like about him. He doesn't run from his issues or
As soon as
adversaries.
I was
Hmm.
out drinking last night, I called Peter on the phone and I said, Peter, is you in jail? And he said, why the fuck would I be in jail when I answered the phone? I was like, okay, well, I just want to know
He
what's
was
going on.
cussing at you like
He said
that,
he's
Michelle?
gonna be locked up for 10 years. And
Michelle, he was cussing at you like that? That's what he said to you, just like
That's
that?
how he talk.
Michelle, he was talking to you like that?
Y'all know that's how he talks, so I don't even take
Right.
it. So,
Are you serious,
I
Michelle?
don't
and
know
we're
if Dre
friends
have
who
real
joke
friends.
like that. Dre, go away from me with this, Apollo.
I asked you, was he talking to you like that?
Not go away from me with this.
Gosh, Dre, you was too much.
Peter Thomas is a menace to society. I'm sorry.
Not
But
Dre with his
Dre,
love-hate
Not a
relationship.
menace.
He worse than you, Dre?
Not a whole minute from just one accusation. I can't with you,
If
Dre.
something happened to you, Michelle, I will be so hurt. I swear to God. Like, what would I do without ATLien? Like, what would
oh
I
my
do?
God.
She's her and someone else is my favorite blogger. And I don't know but you're number one.
Okay,
And I
we
don't know
got
what I
two
would do
shares.
without you.
Dre, she don't care, Dre.
No, she do care. She loves me.
She don't care.
Don't
We
let her.
can't beg her, Dre. We
She
cannot beg
loves.
her.
She loves us,
I
Jasmine.
don't know if I love you anymore, Dre.
Let's
Not if
not.
you're gonna come over here
We
and try to
are.
embarrass me.
I just would not know. I didn't like that picture. I mean, I can see.
What? Peter choking me?
Yeah, I didn't like that picture. That's like, and then say,
Which
why the
one?
fuck
That one?
That was crazy that you
trust
actually
me?
had that.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
That don't
Oh my
even look
God.
like you, Michelle. You need to
Oh my.
stop
My
it.
eyes was rolled up in my head.
Oh, I am reporting this video. I
Those
can't.
that's
I have to
50
report this
Shades of
video.
Black.
You were so stupid, Dre. You were
One
so
thing I will do is stand up for the black lady. That's one thing. That's one thing about me. I will stand up for the black lady. I love the black lady. And when I say black ladies, all just because all y'all are not ladies. I'm talking about the ones who actually act like me, who have respect and respect a black male. I'm not talking about you disrespectful ones. I'm talking about the ones that's real respectful.
Is that better, Dre?
It's like I don't know. It's the choke. Like he got some life insurance on your back. It's that.
Oh my
I
God.
don't trust him, Michelle. I'm sorry.
I would just say I'm glad that Michelle. I'm glad that you showed that after he won his case.
Okay.
Right. Right.
They
Cause
would
you
have
know
pulled
I
that and
had
used
it.
that
I
in
was
court.
like,
They'd have
oh,
been
I
like,
got lots of pictures of Peter
"Oh
choking
my
me.
I would have been
God,
like,
that
it
wouldn't
was
have been
edited,
good."
Judge. It was edited.
Oh,
But
excuse
yeah,
me. Wait a minute. Hold on, Dre. Why is it okay that she can rally behind him or whatever, but Dre can't speak his piece? I mean, he got found not guilty, so why can't Dre just speak his opinion about it? Like,
Because
why?
Dre is a dick
First of
and
all,
he's
Dre was on
joking.
here.
I'm not
Dre
joking.
was on here while Peter was on here, right? So my thing is, why did you wait until Peter left to go ham? You had a question, ask the question of the person who went to court. Don't ask me.
Well, he was trying to, but you didn't let him finish with his
Right.
He didn't ask no
dissertation.
questions. He came on and just started going in.
Because I was talking to
Attorney
you
Per
first.
Danville.
usual.
You want me? I can answer that. I can answer that. You would have put me in the back if I would have asked what I really want to ask. I know you have put me. I would not have even got the question out because you would have put me in the back like you did. So I was trying to start off slow. Ain't nobody scared of Peter. I'm not gonna get choked.
Dre well,
Now,
Peter, did you really grab her booty?
It's the disloyalty for me.
Y'all gotta be careful.
Boy, Drake disloyal.
No.
See, that's that 50 Shades of Grey. You was their unicorn. Accept
And look
it.
at that. Cynthia used to it. She just it's normal. Michelle there looking like
With a big ass smile on my face, Drake, really.
right.
Cynthia used to it. That's too funny.
Something wrong with y'all.
Now, Michelle, there is one thing I will not agree with you on,
What's
and that's
that?
the incident that Dre brought up about Buster. I felt like not both. I really feel like the lady was just in the wrong. I do.
Okay. We
Because
already talked about that, and
okay,
y'all overwhelmingly said that y'all disagreed with me because I
okay,
said that I felt like they both were wrong. I felt
okay.
like his response to it, sure he was triggered or whatever, but he ain't had to throw water on nobody.
and you
That's assault too.
But
but
see,
too, though.
No, because
That's assault too.
No,
Oh, wait.
Michelle. No.
he got a right to defend that, though. I mean, it's just like if he grabbed a
Does
woman's
he?
breast, or yeah, because listen, if
If
so,
somebody grab
if you
me,
if you in
I
the
call the
club though,
police.
listen,
If somebody
no,
grabs
everybody
me
ain't
or
finna do
does
that,
something
Michelle.
inappropriate, I'm not
Listen,
going to hit them because I can
I
catch a
will,
case just like they can
and I
catch a case.
have. Well,
Okay,
because no, but if you're gonna violate somebody like that, like okay, so let's say you as a female, you in a club and there's a guy grab you by your butt, you don't feel
I
like you
push
got the
off
right
him
to
and I probably call the
exactly
police
to
if
push
it
him off of
happened
you. Okay,
again.
but
But
see,
I'm
he
not gonna
didn't do
grab
that.
him. I mean, this is me.
Yeah. Okay.
LaToya, don't let her get away with that.
Cause
I don't.
sometimes you
No,
have
I'm being real.
listen, if you got a lot to lose, people will twist things. Then I'm gonna get sued for pouring water on somebody and they was allergic to something that was in the water and died. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. It's like it's two wrongs and two wrongs don't make a right. That's my opinion.
Well, when I've been in a club and I got violated like that, I feel like I had every right to push that person off of me and let them know, do not put your hands on me. You have crossed the
Oh,
line.
I'm with
That's
you.
how I
I've
feel.
had that happen.
but then you're getting
Hmm.
physical too.
Yeah, exactly. But guess what? I'm minding my business. Do not touch me.
And that's self-defense.
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
Michelle, why are you riding the fence
Why can't I ride the
about
I can
this
do what I want to do.
particular topic?
What?
Because you know good well you are pro self-defense. So I don't know why you up here.
I'm not fighting no dude.
You know,
How many
Michelle
times
is
I
I
got to tell
pro
will.
y'all that?
safe.
Y- Listen, if you are bold enough to put your hands on me, you bold enough to go to jail. I'm not fighting you.
Are we in a retrograde? Because this is ridiculous.
I don't understand what y'all want me to say. How you want me to change my mind?
No,
Yes.
my thing is, are you for black women or not?
Oh, Dre, wait a minute. My
Hey,
client did not.
Jezebel,
Hello,
you
Tracy
know,
Monroe. How are you? Hey,
Hey,
welcome.
everybody.
how you
Hey.
doing?
Thank
Hi,
you.
Tracy.
Okay, so I'm covered up in work and I really should be sending out these emails for the training I have this weekend. But I got to say this and I can't resist. First of all, Michelle comes on really late when I'm in my gathering my parts part of the day or the morning downloading. So I kind of hide in the bushes. But I do want to say I so appreciate relationship and that Peter was willing to come on and have a conversation with a friend. And so I recognize that you all have relationship because even though he was chiding you and things, he got to talking some smack too, like our friends do.
Mhm.
Ladies, accountability is the key. I was reared to know if you don't want nobody putting their hands on you, don't put your hands on anybody in an unloving way. That's real tea.
That's real
Mhm.
tea.
This whole idea about double standards. So I am the mom of one boy. Let me go even deeper. When they put me in the school system to work with kids for pastoral care, when I walked into Benjamin E. Mays High School, which is a historical Black school in Atlanta,
It sure
and this
is.
Ooh, not Maze.
Yes,
I
I
and
said
am.
Atlanta,
Benjamin E.
honey.
Mays, real
Yes.
talk. I was culture shocked. So I'm 53 now, but back then I was in my late 30s, early 40s when I was in seminary, and that was part of the deal to contribute to community. Real talk. When you walk into Benjamin E. Mays, it's like when you come around the hallway, it opens into a huge palladium, which is part of the lunchroom.
Mhm.
The girls were standing on the wall like the dudes used to do back in my day when I was in school. It was as though the roles had switched,
What?
right?
Uh,
Real talk. They even had a makeshift jail. I'm calling it a makeshift jail because it was a detention center, but they literally had resource officers that carried guns. I graduated in 1987 from high school, so that was a whole different scene for me. Even having a boy that's 23 years old who's now a young man, real talk, there were a lot of females, girls who were the aggressors.
Wow.
I wasn't there when what happened with PETA and the woman, but what I can tell you as a fully licensed clinician, we can't just buy the story because we're Black-bodied people. Let's be careful with that, because it's like people use our Blackness as a pass card, as some kind of code to gain privileges on our backs. And I'm sick of it, especially being in this Black-bodied woman, born female, who identify as a female. I am so over it. It's like Black woman has become the code word for give me a pass because I'm a woman. Well, let me tell you something. Watch your words, watch your moves, and let's use critical thinking when we decide to jump on these bandwagons without the evidence, because it's killing our community. And I just so appreciate Peter showing up in light of all the conflicts he's had. Even when Jazzy Bell was like, man, you having a real tough year. The brother
He
was
was like,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know Peter Thomas, but what I will say is I am not judge or jury, but what I know about is my sisters. And I know that we have a ton of trauma response in our systems. I'm not talking about up here in our brain. I'm talking about in our body, because our head is saying everything is cool. Everything is cool, going to the left, while the body trauma response is going to the right. And many of us are walking around out of body. We've not been allowed to be in our bodies. Be clear about that. Take time and get in your body. Become acquainted with all your parts, you know, because, and let's stop putting mouth on those that look like us without full information. We got people that look like us who were killed for that. I get it. This is social media. And yeah, Michelle can be a little shady and she be doing her thing and be tickled. I mean, she just gets tickled, but I get it. But understand, am I lying on you, Michelle?
No, you're not lying. I said I do get tickled. I do.
You
I
get
do.
tickled. And I love the atmosphere of your space where Dre can come up and whatever character he chooses for that day. But Dre, I have been seeing you being a little bit rough and triggering to people over this past week or so.
He's triggering to me. That's why I'm like, I had to kick him out
Don't do that.
sometimes. Dre gets to be too much. And y'all be thinking we in partnership. We are not. Dre.
You see how God works.
But you know what? And Jazzy Bell, you are brilliant. I want to say that to you. The other day you were speaking, I was like, that young lady is brilliant to me. The way you assess things, but you put a little humor with it and you put a little stink on it too. But you made me feel proud when you were breaking down something you were talking about the other day, because you come up in your characters too, Jazzy Bell. But I'm learning you all's voices when I'm working, doing what I'm supposed to do while I'm listening to you all. But let's just give some grace here. We can't just say somebody, you're welcome, my love. We can't just say somebody is right because they're a Black-bodied woman. And we can't just say somebody's wrong because they're male or they're a Black-bodied male. And I'm with Peter. I absolutely would have gone to court, because whatever sister was talking about, it ain't worth it when you 61 and you've worked and you've sacrificed. Let me tell you something. It's not about our failures. It's about how quickly we can get up with the consequences. In life, you're going to have consequences, but what you going to do? You going to lay down and play dead, or you going to get up and do your thing like our ancestors did? So I'm going to shut up, Michelle.
Wait. No, Miss Tracy, can I ask you something?
Lord.
You know, it's so
Always.
nice to see. It's so nice to see you know, people in the comment section, I can't see the comments, but I just know what they're writing. I can tell. Oh, yeah, Tracy, you're right. You're 100% right. Women is not always right. Ladies is not always right. But the same people who say, yes, Miss Tracy, you're right. You're 100% right. They could say, oh, about a black male, he need to shut up, or they could say some negative, something, you know, real, very negative. And then when you respond, they say, you don't talk to black women like that. And now today,
Girl,
they're
you
like,
conflating
yeah,
issues right
women
now.
is not
Because the
always
last thing we
right.
need is for you to come on here and
But
start talking down to women. Of course, we're gonna call you out
I'm not
as
talking
a
about
black
me. I'm talking
man.
about anybody.
Assuming you're black, because we've never seen you.
Dre
I'm not
Black, with that tonation he
black.
got and those idiosyncrasies and those colloquialisms that he uses, a white person could not imitate all of that.
I think Dre's from
Okay.
Nigeria.
Well, I don't know.
Because he mispronounces too many words for me to be an American. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, you
Dre, say
talking to
Fulton County.
Say gay night.
Petty.
Dre,
well,
say binge worthy.
Say gifts.
Petty.
Dre is a comedian, and we need to get together and get that butt on somebody's stage somewhere and push that brother on through.
No,
Okay,
I'm just saying, like, these same ladies who like, oh, you're right, you're 100% right. Women is not always right. These the same ladies who be dogging black fellas.
Okay, Dre, I'm going to say this to you with all love. I am a mom. I'm probably old enough to be your mom, and I'm partial to boys. Let me say that. Dre, I've been kind of hearing you, and sometimes your temperament can be provoking to less than kind, loving responses. And sometimes I think when you speak, I don't think you recognize the impact because there's a difference between intention versus impact.
Ooh.
Although you may have the right intention, the impact when it lands on somebody else's canvas, if we were thinking like we're painters and we all have our canvas on our easel, the fact of the matter is you don't already know what's already on their canvas. So when you throw on there what you throw on there, it could literally be something that's hitting them in a real sensitive, unhealed, injurious spot. And so be you, be all of you, but just know respect starts right here, one to the other. I don't get into genderizations of poor behavior or positive behavior because I see every human being as a flower in the garden of God. But I will say this to you, True T, energy is real, spirit is real. Just know one of the things, because I'm a warrior and I can say some things in a couple of languages, but I'll tell you this, I got a rule. I am a believer. I love the Lord. I understand indigenous practices, all of that. I did a libation this morning, right? My dad's one of the greatest warriors I've ever encountered, and he's transitioned. And so I understand what it means to pay respect and regard to our ancestors. But I got to tell you this, I have not met any human being that's worth me being chastised, getting in trouble, impacting my blessings with the Almighty, because that rests with me. Even when people are nasty to me, I have to breathe and slow down and back up a minute and weigh the cost. And usually it's not worth it because when you blessed and you know it, when you show enough, like people say they blackety black, when you blessed, and you know it, you don't put that at risk dealing with anyone or anything. And that's just life, experiential through life. And I'm seeing people saying she's coaching, she's this, she's that. Just a little disclosure, I'm all of those things. Oh, thank you, Michelle. And I appreciate you allowing me up. That's how I make my living. That's how I gain my peace. That's how I share with others what God has so graciously imparted to me. Because my whole goal is perpetual humility. And I refuse to transition with what God has so gratefully given to me. I'm going to give it to y'all, like it or not. I'm your sister in community. I do, but the only thing I do on my channel, Michelle, real talk, is whatever I'm posting from my other marketing. If I can just tell you who I am, I'd love to do that. Is that okay?
Go ahead. You know, I normally don't do this, but when it's on my heart and when you have touched my soul, you deserve it. But go ahead.
Amen, Ashe. So I am Tracy Gantlin Monroy, and I am a licensed professional counselor in the Atlanta area. And I am the first Black female brain spotting trainer in the world.
Wow.
And and so mental health, soul healing is my thing. And I'm equipped with skills that have been so freely given to me that I share them. And even this July, I'm having a retreat in Cancun, Mexico for Black women only, Unbound Black Woman Healing Retreat. And so I got to give it because I'm sick of my sisters being in pain and them not understanding if you hit somebody, they're going to pop your ass back. If you don't want to be hit, keep your hands to yourself. But I understand it's deeper. You know, they talk about the traumas that we inherited from our ancestors, but no one's talking much about the gifts, the wisdom, the talents that we also inherited from our ancestors. And if you in a Black body like me, we have grace unlike anyone else I've ever encountered around the world. Okay, there's something about this melanated skin that we're in, and it's time that we start to embrace all of ourselves unapologetically through abundant love, because that's the real tea. All this other stuff, Dre, you real quiet tonight, brother.
No, because I'm actually watching Attraction, but I'm listening to you at the same time, and I think it's a lot of low self-esteem ladies in the chat, so I think they really need to listen to you.
Whoa, Dre.
Need to listen to you.
Right?
Good.
You got it, Miss Tracy. I'm gonna let you have it, Tracy.
Dre. You got any sisters?
I have. Yeah, I do.
How many you got?
4.
You the baby or the middle child?
I'm the last one.
How did I know? See, sibling grouping is real. You have a sense of entitlement. They've coddled you with your Black self your whole life. You're spoiled rotten, and Michelle does it too, though. Because I watch you get up on here and do stuff I have never witnessed anyone else be allowed to do. And I know it's loving kindness. It's like you could be a little brother to Michelle. And people engage you. They know you young. I mean, I'm just no offense, but it's stages of development, you know. And at the end of the day, Dre, when you speak to people, I just want you to imagine what would that be like for you if you walked up on some dude talking to your sisters or your mother, your grandmother.
Miss Tracy, we all have high self-esteem. We don't have low self-esteem. Like, I don't have, I'm a man. I don't have like that voice. I always had this little soft voice. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that voice, that deep voice. So like these people over here, like they don't know.
That's what they bullied you about growing up. But let me tell you
No, I didn't get bullied. I never got bullied.
Well, let me tell you something.
Wait, I never got bullied.
Well, maybe you didn't notice that.
No, I was saying these people don't know me, so they like, well, he might be gay or something like that. I'm not gay, but they could be like, what they said. I'm not gay.
It's an indictment, though, to be gay or to be whatever you identify as. Like you talking to a woman that stands 6 feet tall and who wears 12 size shoes. I've been different since I was a kid, and fat. I'm thick now, you know what I'm talking about?
And beautiful, and outspoken, and intelligent, and dark skinned, and brown, and beautiful, and I mean, we can go and all day long. Who cares about the 6 foot and a size 12 shoes? Let's talk about the curves. Let's talk about the skin. Let's talk about them lips and them eyes. Let's talk about all of that.
Don't you make my hips tall because they speak.
Miss Tracy,
I'm a woman phenomenally. That's me. I'm just saying.
Miss Tracy.
Yes, my love.
Okay, so Dre is a very nice person. He's very kind. He's very sweet. He's just misunderstood. Dre has been mistreated and drug around straight from the A streets for so long. He just don't know how to act. It just comes out of him.
Cause
And then they,
y'all
like
know the
he's the
history of Dre
instigator.
and how he used to come on here to read me
I'm
because
sorry. Can we change the subject? This
he
is
was
like I need counseling.
No,
because he
Dre,
was in
you made it
love with
about
Kenya Moore.
you.
Because he was in love with Kenya Moore, and he used
Oh
to
my
come on
goodness.
here to drag me. Like literally, I have blocked him from all social
Aw.
media, and he eventually fell in love with me and decided to stay. And now he's like the
Oh,
resident troll who came to read
that's
me and
great.
drag me, and now he likes me.
Michelle, you have a lot of grace. I've witnessed you. Now, one thing I gotta say, you're blessed. Like, I know your story from the job you transitioned from, you sued them, so on and so forth. You still stand, even despite yourself. You are a landowner in Atlanta, you provide housing, you're an entrepreneur, you do well, right? Sometimes people come at you because they don't really understand. They really want to be with you, but they don't know how.
Yeah.
And so, what we do is we pick at people when we lack the communication skills to be with them. And so I just want to exhort you to keep moving forward being you, because some of that stuff that comes your way don't even belong to you.
You're right.
I'm
I'm
just saying, you're a
growing and
beautiful
learning
soul.
and all
You
of that.
are.
And
Wait a
social
minute.
media is difficult. And I said that when I first got here. Actually, me and Josh and Derek was talking about it last night when we went to dinner. But it's like I was terrified to come from behind the screen and do YouTube lives, do live videos. And they pushed me and I did it. And now I'm doing this as opposed to like writing. But it's like it gets to be a lot. Like people judge you. People, and honestly, for me, it's like being in front of the camera kind of built my strength. You know what I'm saying? Because I had
Amen.
all these people coming at me, all these people saying all these dirty, negative things I had never heard anybody had a gall to say, like strangers saying all this stuff about me. And the more they do it, the more I feel like, okay, let's keep going.
And the
That's
best part,
right.
and
That's
the
all you got. Let's keep going. So, I appreciate all of y'all too for, embracing me and my weird personality and all of that.
Ain't nothing weird
well,
about it, baby. It's just authentically you.
It is. Thank you.
Amen. You're welcome. My pleasure. Taurus be
but
struggling
And
over
we
there.
need your website because all the girls want to go on the retreat.
And they are all welcome. And let me just put this out there for the record. Don't come playing no games, because I didn't spend $50,000 of my own money because I believe in my sisters.
Okay.
They don't give us a break, y'all. Let me just say this. And Taurus, I'm coming right at you because your picture is just beautiful. But I didn't know this because I've been an academician my whole life. My head has been in the books. I've always been curious about myself, humanity, people, God's flowers in the garden. And I've been running with my head down like this. But then when I looked up and I gave birth to this retreat and the Unbound Black Woman healing sessions I do, because I do like 2-hour free sessions on Eventbrite and stuff like that, because I just got to reach my sisters. I just got to reach BIPOC women. BIPOC is Black, Indigenous, and persons of color, because you can't really separate Black and brown women. But this retreat is predominantly, it's Black woman centered, period. But with that being said, to do anything out here to make a difference, it takes money. Even to get the hotel booked to set aside the rooms, they required me to pay. Even the adjacent activities from the clay ritual, ancestral ritual we're doing in Mexico, down to the path of feelings, which is going to mimic the diaspora of what our Black bodies have been through. Oh, but we ending with a yacht party. I already got the yacht. Listen, what you can't do by yourself, do with your sisters and your brothers. This time, we just doing it with our sisters. And here's the deal. Stop blowing your money. Black people get money. We just act like we don't. Stop running, taking your money all these places that can't come back to you. And it's real tea. Other people money go around their community 7 to 10 times before it leaves. I watch folk get these income return checks and these things, and they walking around with $5,000 and $10,000 purses. Why? Why? It's a purse. It's a pocketbook. And if you sit it on the wrong thing, you're going to ruin it unless you go to Italy and get some of that butter leather because it soak up that oil from the nail shop like nobody's business. But listen, they pander to our community. They say we dumb. They say we subhuman. Stop.
Yeah.
Make your money count.
Yeah.
Everybody want to affiliate with Black when they want the moolah, the dolo. But then we be so hard on one another when we be trying to do the right thing, trying to bring something. I mean, we nasty to one another. I'm just over it. Black women are the most educated human being in America.
What is this website, Miss Tracy?
Oh, I'm sorry. My website is www.grace, like God's grace, communitycounseling.com. My retreat information is under the retreats tab, gracecommunitycounseling.com. Trainings for mental health clinicians, all of that good stuff. And there's a lot of videos on my website where people talking about me.
Is that right?
But I'm me. Yeah, I'm just me.
Can you see that comment?
That's it, Michelle. You quick.
Okay.
See, I don't know how to work my channel, so I just post stuff that I'm posting everywhere else on my channel. My channel gets the overflow because I'm always trying to figure out how.
Well, talk to me on the back end. I would love to, help you because I love like positive Black women who are doing positive things, and
look at the spirit up in this place. I appreciate that, Michelle. Last time I spoke to you is when that girl was on here. You were talking about colorisms, and it just aggravated. I was at Sam's.
I remember your voice. That's what I'm saying. I remember, and you fed us then. You was like the magical energy.
Yeah, they gonna.
Can I ask you a quick question?
I'm sorry, Taurus.
What is the age limit of your retreat? You have an age limit?
18 and older. Because the hotel is all inclusive with what they call it, premium alcohol.
And where is it again?
Cancun, Mexico, July the 20th.
I've been there like a million.
I gotta get me a passport.
Can you tell me the name of the hotel?
Oh, absolutely. What, Dre?
Can you tell me the name of the hotel? I'm gonna tell you about it.
Okay.
Every hotel on the strip.
Okay, it's the Hard Rock Hotel Riviera Maya.
Okay, that's downtown Cancun, correct?
Well, it's Riviera Maya. So I have a travel coordinator handling the actual rooms and lodging. She has the block. When people register, it comes straight to me, and then I put it on the list, and she reaches out for the hotel accommodations.
It's downtown Cancun. It's near all the clubs.
I don't know about the clubs, Drake, because we're not far from the marina where the yacht is.
Yeah, but it's all clubs down there and taco restaurants.
I'm thinking this part.
Lord.
Okay, so what's your point, Dre?
No, I was just telling her.
He's just mad because it's all women and I'm loving on my sisters. And
Dre, you want to go?
You said what?
You want to go, Dre?
I just got back from Cancun. I don't need to go back to Cancun.
Lord. Somebody said that 18-year-olds is going to ruin the mood, but it's not even about the mood, because if you've gathered the information that she just gave out, it's a retreat. And not only that, it's almost like a spiritual retreat anyway, because you're getting mental stimulation and you're getting spiritual stimulation, and it's for females. So not only that, it's always good to be in a room with 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds, because then you become a mentor in your own right, because you can tell them your experience and they're gaining knowledge. And not only that, the 18-year-olds that would like to go, although it's in Cancun, they would want to experience it, because why would you want to go with a group that you know for a fact you're probably not going to experience it with, knowing that it's going to be older, an older crowd. So 9 times out of 10, the 18-year-olds that are going, they're going to be the mature crowd who wants to see that environment.
Oh my goodness, that's me.
Environment.
Okay, y'all. I am a Geechee girl from Charleston, South Carolina. I just be doing my thing. Like, I don't know anything. Being on this media thing is the same as me being on TV for me. I know what I know, and that's what I know. So I don't purport to know things I don't know. You are your own healer, and I've been trained and gifted, okay, in such a way to usher you in and position you to go in, and your body will do the work of healing. Stop letting people tell you that you need this and that. You have the power to heal itself. What I bring to you is a structured manner. And Taurus, I love what you were saying. And here's the deal: what people don't know about infinity and healing circles and things of that nature, they are ancient for a reason, because it's something about that connection. It's the neurobiology and the spirit that connects us one to the other. And so many of our injuries have been experienced in community and communally. Like, you can be anywhere in the, there she goes. She reminds me of Iyanla Van Zant. No offense, my sister Iyanla is an awesome attorney, and I am a trained clinician that happens to be spiritual. With it, Iyanla has great activities, you know, and I can say this now that he's passed. So there's a young man that used to own a barber shop in my neighborhood, and DMX used to frequent that barber shop. And so one day I was taking my son to get a quick cut, and DMX was walking in with his bodyguard, big old burly guy. And so when I walked in, Chris, who was the shop owner at that time, was like, hey, he called him a different name. He didn't call him DMX. Maybe he called him by his government name. He was like, yo, brother, this is who you need to be talking to. Why you on TV acting like you done lost your mind? When he was on Iyanla Fix My Life. And I sat with him for a couple of hours in the barber shop, and it really blessed me. And I only keep the picture because you and my work is confidential. So I could never, divulge my clients or whatever. However, I'm somebody in the bush, as they say, right? But it was amazing to touch soul to soul. DMX had a beautiful soul. And I know that directly because I got that opportunity to engage with him. Oftentimes when we're walking with our limp, there aren't many people around us to help us carry that limp. You understand? Or to wrap it up for us. Because even the word of God says that for those of you who are spiritual, restore your brother and sisters. And so I'm just excited to know that we're in this dispensation, this day and time, where we can have opportunities like this to be with one another, with something that ain't always got to be ratchet. Because I'm going to tell you, y'all my community, and y'all powerful people, and every human being is my community. And I don't discriminate against any person just right now, because I have colleagues that are non-Black, that aren't brown. I have friends. My son is biracial. I was married to a white Hispanic for 20 years. Married to a Nigerian now. No, I'm just saying I don't discriminate. There ain't a person that I won't step on.
I hear you.
You got to go where they treating you like you want to be treated.
That's okay. I knew. Okay, that's that's what I don't understand. Like Black Power, Dave Chappelle, you, and Black Power and ancestors, and this like this and that. But you marry a Hispanic,
a white Hispanic from Guatemala.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what's that doing anything, Dre?
I'm just saying, Black Power, Black this, Black that. I thought she would be with a Black male.
She's with a Nigerian
with a Black son.
So my son is Black and brown. What do you mean by that? I'm going to be with who loves me and who honors me and who respects me and who is a covering over me. That I don't have to monitor, that we watch out for each other.
And I'm happy for you.
Thank you, Dre. American brothers don't be looking for me. Not American black ones. My first kiss in life was a white boy.
Oh. I can't lie. I love my black men. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know. It is what it is.
Don't
white men,
apologize.
I'm too black for the white men.
So Tracy, I think Dre was thinking that you like pro-black, and so
And she is black.
So you don't agree with being race loyal? What do you think about that topic with like black women now? They're saying like they're divesting and they're dating outside of their race, but a lot of black women want to be race loyal. We want to marry black men, we want to procreate with a black man, have a black family. What do you think about that?
In all actuality, I've been thinking about this a lot since I created the training, Intersectionality and Social Justice. And I'm not pro anything. I'm anti-discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about inclusion. I am what I am, and I just don't think that I have to. Who done went and got the brain spot in training?
Ms.
You
Red.
were in my training, Miss Red Jacks. This is hilarious. The world is the world. Okay. But if she's been in my training, Miss Red Jacks will tell you I'm just me all the time. One of the first things I say in my trainings, and my mentor knows this, Dr. David Brand, he's a Jew, white man out of New York. One of the first things I say in my trainings of all these educated people, licensed people is, hey, welcome. I'm going to fuck up this weekend. I'm going to miss it.
Okay, that's great, Miss Tracy. But when you was talking about like ancestors and this and that, I just thought that you would, be with a black man, you for black ladies, black women empowerment and stuff like that.
So does it make her any less black that she was with someone who wasn't black?
I mean, it depends on who you're asking.
So what kind of black are you, honey? Because there's a whole spectrum.
Oh, Dre is bald head and light skin.
Oh, so he's one of those that may sometimes feel like he has something to prove. I find that
I'm not light skin. I'm not nowhere near light skin, and I'm
turn on your camera. Let me see you. I'm bringing mine. Bring yours.
I'm not. Miss Tracy, I'm being very respectful. I've been respectful through the whole conversation. Really,
I agree.
I was watching Fatal Attractions, but I was listening, but I was also watching my favorite show.
Well, why won't you show your camera? I've never seen you on camera.
And I don't have to. That's why I'm not going to do it. I've been respectful, and you can too.
By asking you or saying that I brought mine and inviting you to
not, and we can continue on with the conversation.
Right. You don't ever show your picture, Dre?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right. That's your boundary. I respect it.
No, I do not.
Okay. I got you.
And before you interrupted me, I just thought that you talk about ancestors, praying to your ancestors, this and that. But you having a retreat, you guys praying to the ancestors before you have the big party, before everybody go back home to the States. I just thought that, you would be, with your black people.
Well, I will, but you know what we're going to do, because I don't know how much you're familiar about water and the fluidity.
But wait.
Let people finish their conversation.
I've been quiet and let her talk through the whole thing. Am I allowed to talk? Am I allowed to talk? Because I've been here through I did not say nothing, and I was talking before I was interrupted. That's kind of rude. Is she the only person that could talk? Nobody else could talk?
Well, Dre, you did ask a question, and you didn't let her finish her train of thought.
I'm not finished with the questions with the S on the end. But go ahead and talk. I'm not allowed to talk, so go ahead and talk.
No, honey. I want you to go ahead.
When she said I was light skinned, which I'm not, you said, oh, he have a lot to prove. Is that like a little colorist?
What it actually is, it has to do with colorism, Dre. Anybody who's quote unquote too light or too dark and marginalized communities have a different experience. So it's almost like when you see biracial persons who have some part of Black or some other minority or marginalization. And what I mean when I say marginalization, there's two sides of it. There's dominant cultured people, and that comes along with privilege. And then there's subordinate or marginalized people, and that comes with oppression. And most people's pain is actually attached to their subordinate or marginalized side. And marginalization has to do with being on the periphery of a thing. So marginalized people are on the periphery of dominant culture. And if I were to just give a quick example, when it comes to gender, men are seen as privileged and have privy to dominant culture, while women are marginalized and subordinate based on them being women who seem to be more oppressed. Even from an educational perspective, educated people have privilege while uneducated or illiterate people are seen as oppressed and marginalized. And so, what I'm talking about is intersectionality and how our social locations and our identities overlap to form the fullness of who we are as individuals. And it's that deal about we all have some level of privilege. Believe that. Every human being has some level of privilege. But when it comes to marginalization, it is sexuality. This is a heterosexist society. To be heterosexual is dominant culture nuanced. It's the dominant culture normative heterosexuality. Anything that's not heterosexual, when we start talking about pansexuality, bisexuality, homosexuality, and things of that nature, the LGBT plus community, marginalization and oppressed. That's why we see so much action and notoriety that they're bringing to asking for equality, right? So it's the isms that I'm talking about there. So I'm not making assumptions about you, but just know that there are social constructs, there are social sciences that have actually done the studies, phenomenologically, quantitatively, qualitatively.
Yes.
So well, and so where I'm just coming from is some of the ways they've assessed it has done with numbers where they rate it, which will be quantitative, where there's a scoring pad for it. Qualitative has to do with when like you self-rate yourself, like you do a self-report, and they have a way to formulate in that method. And feminological is where people are able to tell their stories. And that's what I'm most interested in, because there's something about our experience and our stories that has value. So, Dre, I don't get into judgment. And so if you feel offended by anything having to do with colorisms, I absolutely apologize. Okay.
Miss Tracy, Miss Tracy, I'm not mad at anything you're saying. I'm not light skinned, so I mean, I don't have low self esteem. You probably I'm asking, isn't that colorist what you say? I have light skinned people in my family. I'm half Nigerian, and I don't have self esteem. So you cannot make me mad or whatever. But it's a lot of people in that watch her show. Let me tell you, if you how can
you're breathing better, and I appreciate you regulating yourself, Dre. But go ahead, baby. I'm listening.
Okay, so the whole time you was talking, I was quiet. Michelle somehow
I'm gonna be quiet.
Started talking like the negative stuff. He started calling this, that, and but she didn't say nothing about how I rap for her. She didn't.
Can you finish your question?
She didn't mention that part. But anyway, so I wasn't mad. I was just asking a question about I have a lot of light skinned people in my family, so I was just asking a question. Isn't that like a little colorist?
I think we throw around words like that.
Over here, all the comments that Michelle put up, all the negative comments, that kind of stuff don't bother me because I don't know you or these people over here. So, I can't get mad. I'm living a good life. And the people that know me on here that really does know me, and it's about 5 of them that know me outside of this or know me on Discord or whatever, they know, they done seen everything. So, I mean, I can't get mad at people I don't know, who I don't have conversations with outside of here. I know how I'm living. I know where I travel to. I know what I do for a living. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you, bro.
You know what? I saw somebody say in the chat that he's half Nigerian, and so he must have had a tough upbringing. Let me do a little disclosure.
Wait. A tough
Who said
upbringing.
that? Who said
What are
that?
you
I
talking
couldn't
about?
see who said
I
it,
think he
but
was just joking when he said the half
oh,
Nigerian.
okay.
Let's not
Oh,
even go.
because I was finna go in. Wait a minute.
What do you?
Oh my God. Can we? Okay, let's back
Wait, I
up.
have a
Okay,
question for Miss Tracy.
let's back up. Miss Tracy, I hope that you get a whole bunch of people on your
You said a tough
retreats.
upbringing.
Okay, I am going to, or maybe I already have your email address. If I don't
I
have it,
emailed you once.
I
Okay.
yeah, and I probably was going through some
I'll
things
send it again. It's not a
because I be
problem.
going through things. But I would definitely love to help you with your channel, and because I feel like your voice is so calming and peaceful, and you have a lot of good
Hmm.
information, and I feel like there's a place for you in this space. You know what I mean? Like
Ashe.
anything positive, anything that when I see women on here, and of course we like to kiki and gag and shoot shit and all that, and drama channels and all of that, but I love to see women who are positive influences to other women,
Mm,
and so I would love
mm,
to see more people like you, and you in particular, on this
mm.
space.
Thank you. I'm gonna take you up on that, Michelle. I don't be playing no game and
Don't
flexing.
be taking up
I'm
all
gonna
my
take
time though, but I give you a little bit of
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
No, for real,
You get
I
to
will
say,
definitely, help
nah.
you, guide you through the
I don't
process.
know how to do this stuff. This is
Yeah.
not like my mentee always says, Tracy, your talent. I'm like, I don't know what that means. And she's always like, you gotta know this, you gotta know that. And I'm like, I can't focus on that.
No, but
I gotta
honestly, only
focus
thing
on
you need, because you have the gift of gab, you have the
thank you.
intelligence and the knowledge, and only thing you need to do,
Thank
honestly, is
you.
just to turn on your camera, pick a topic, and start talking, and people will listen. And it's
Oh
almost like
wow.
build it and they will come. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. Ashe.
So I feel
Yeah,
like,
Amen.
as
yeah.
long as you set up your channel, and you go live, and you say you're gonna go live this day, or not even, you don't even have to go live. You could do pre-recorded videos and just
Mm,
do an hour of you talking about a topic and put it up, and I'm sure
mm,
people will, your audience will grow, because just simply sitting here, we've been on for like 30 minutes talking. You know what I mean?
mm,
And everybody loves to hear
mm.
what you have to say. So and I would
Well,
love.
thank you.
Really, a lot of low self-esteem people, and it's a
Oh
lot
God.
over here, so they can really relate.
Dre,
Dre,
that's
And
I've
not
adopted
nice.
you.
hey
I have
Michelle,
adopted you,
And Dre,
Dre.
you could be on there. Dre could come over and have
I
sex.
don't have low self-esteem.
You don't
Michelle,
have to. It could be the high self-esteem hour.
Michelle, you ever thought about writing a book?
I thought about it.
You
Oh,
should.
what?
I mean, you have a lot to talk about. I mean, you do.
What is
You
she got
seriously
to
do.
I
talk
do
about?
have a lot of tea. I do have a lot of
It's not
stories.
even with tea. It's just that you went from a corporate job to where you are now. You had fibroids. You can talk about that. If you want to throw some laughter in there, you throw in the Tyrone character. We're not going to speak of his name. Um,
Oh, the
junkie, funky
junkie.
bunch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, but there's a lot that you could talk about. I mean, there's so much more to it than just, tea and just kikiing. There's personal things, especially your ministry. A lot of women who are unfamiliar with your fibroids, that's something that they can dive into in that chapter when you discuss it. So I would be damn sure I would pay $30 for your book.
Okay.
I'm just throwing a
Agreed.
number out
Because
there.
Michelle, you have the experience. I agree with you, Taurus. I just think that representation is important and you're doing it.
I
You're
appreciate
doing it. And it gives hope. Taurus, that was very intuitive. I mean, because I don't spend a lot of time on social media because I can't. But like if Michelle is on, I'm gonna come take a listen because ain't no telling what's going on. Till she gets angry when I be done pushed her and she done had enough and she get to fighting with that mic behind that mic. But
it.
yeah, you fight, you
Yep,
throw your rocks too.
I do.
But I get it.
Yeah, I do.
Mhm.
I get tricked.
Okay, you say she throw her rocks, but how many people in the comment section got her back?
A lot.
Oh, okay.
You got my back, Dre. We know you got
Okay.
my back.
I'm just
Oh,
saying
Dre
though.
be-
You said all the negative.
Dre wants his
stuff.
flowers.
I'm just
I
saying you said
know.
all the negative
No.
stuff.
Give him
I'm
the
just
flower.
asking how many people in the comment section right now got her back.
Me.
I do.
I
You
got the
know
physical
what?
portion. Yeah, I throw hands.
Dre is your pathfinder. My husband always talks about my mentee being my pathfinder, which she is a Dominican sister. But Dre is your pathfinder because I've heard Dre go out there, grab stuff, and come back saying, Michelle, I'm going to send you this. And then he'd be messing with Claudia, and then he'd be all in the mix. And if somebody does something to
He's
you,
gonna let you
Dre
know.
is like him and that
Right.
Jazzy Bell. I mean, you would
But
think they
Miss
stand 20
Tracy,
feet
but
They
did
tall.
she
say
say
opposites
any of
attract.
that tonight? Did she say any of that tonight? She said all the negative stuff. She didn't say that, the positive stuff.
What are you talking about, Dre? You're just the fact that you're here is the positive.
I'm
Right.
saying you
Now,
said all the
Shay.
negative stuff, but not the positive
Wait
stuff.
a
That's all I'm
minute.
saying.
Dre, don't let Michelle shade you like that in front of company. Miss
Look at
Tracy,
Jazzy,
what
Jazzy
what's
can
going
I
Bell.
do?
on? Jazzy Bell, this is between me and Dre.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Dre is. Listen, we all know Dre got her back. Dre was there when the Tyrone was trying to come for her.
The 99.99.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
9.99. Like he was there for her when so what was her name? The big
Dre,
girl
when
who
I hit
Big
100K,
right.
Bertha
Dre, when I hit 100K, we can have a reflection
and
of
a
all,
whole lot of
all
other
the
people
beefs,
too.
honey. We're gonna have a
Right.
whole reflection live and talk about how we got to 100K.
I appreciate you all being so gracious to me.
Well, I
And
appreciate
Dre,
you.
thank you. And thank y'all.
I
You're welcome.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Miss Tracy, you take insurance?
I do, but I got to tell the truth. My caseload's been full for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, girl. Oh, my
That's why
God.
I'm having to do the group stuff
Wait a
because
minute.
I'm like, what you mean?
So you mean to tell me that you are one of those like, okay, you know how people do like exclusive. So you only okay.
What you
No,
talking
ma'am. Listen. There are people in this community that know me, and I can't even identify them by their names because they got their AKAs going on. When you
Mm-hmm.
come to my trainings, it's your government name, your license name, and number.
Mm-hmm.
But check this out. So, me being the first black female brain spotting trainer in the world has totally just been a gift from Dr. David Grand, who founded and developed brain spotting. He's actually my mentor, and he encountered me just like I'm encountering y'all. The first time we laid eyes on each other, we've been together ever since. My true, authentic self. And this man has taught me, I can't even, he taught me probably more than I've learned in school, honestly, because when you go to school as a professional, they give you the theory. It's not until you start practicing that you get to work in your craft. You know, like a pottery in the
Right.
wheel. You got to hold that thing and mold that thing and know when to come up and curve on down to get that shape and cut it to the bottom. And so he's done that for me because I can be a lot to deal with because I'm unapologetically black. I love all people, but I'm not going to mince my word because who's in the room? Prayerfully, I come with abundant love, even when it comes to hard situations. So I will never be that person that's limited based on socioeconomic status or any of that. I do take insurance, and my colleagues fight with me about it because they say you shouldn't take insurance and you should charge $300. I'm like, you're stupid. Because who can afford that on a regular basis? I take insurance as a social justice statement because lack of access is a problem. Some people's only means to get what they need from a mental health, physical, otherwise perspective is through their insurance. So I have not been released to not take insurance, even though insurance companies get on your nerves. But that I have to, right? I can't talk social justice. I have to be social justice and demonstrate that in my way. I saw somebody who went to the site and said, the price ain't bad for the retreat. Listen, you're going to pay more to the Hard Rock Hotel than you're going to pay me, who's fully licensed, for the time I spend with the group and the activities we do. This retreat is not about my greatness. It's about my sister's greatness and supporting them to tap in. There ain't a retreat of what I'm offering at the price I'm offering it. Grace takes care of me. You understand? I'm just interested in bringing the people together with my team and doing the work, right? So no, Jazzy Belle. And if you ever see me behaving that way, like I'm all about whatever from a status, please call me in. Don't call me out, but just call me in and say, Miss Tracy, I remember you from Michelle thing. You tripping now? What's up, yo?
What number do we call?
Miss Tracy, hold on, Dre. Miss Tracy, I'm glad you understood what my question, what I was trying to ask, because there's some rude people in the chat calling me slow and stupid, but I'm so glad
Talking
you
about you need
understood my
counseling.
question.
I need counseling. But see, Jazzy Belle,
You.
these are low self-esteem, low vibration people.
We all need mental
They
health
have nothing
support.
going on.
My mentor provides me services. If you live in, just like you go to the dentist, you go to your primary care. See that those stereotypes and stigmas in our community, they gotta stop. We got people killing themselves, y'all. They self-deleting. We got people isolating. We got people taking out other people right before they take themselves out. They ain't just woke up and came up with that. People hurting.
Yeah.
People are
And
hurting.
the pandemic made it worse.
Depression, anxiety have risen, substance abuse, and domestic violence just in the midst of COVID. You know, this thing is for real. We got to start having these challenging conversations. We all got an uncle or an aunt who was walking around talking to themselves because they were probably dealing with schizophrenia or schizoaffective phenomenon and they were untreated and unmedicated. Some of us, we just not telling nobody that perhaps you have thoughts that's racing in your head, intrusive thoughts with those type of messages telling you that you ain't worth nothing, jump off the bridge and all these things. That's internal stimuli. People really do hear voices. People really have visual hallucinations, auditory hallucinations. Some people feel something picking on their skin and you sitting right there. You can't even see it, but it's real to them. Psychosis is real. You know, so I'm just saying, if we could just have a little grace one to the other, being more understanding that everybody ain't what they look like. They got this thing saying, I don't look like what I've been through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So just notice that, because the only kindness somebody might get is the kindness that you share with them. And that encounter, that person might be thinking about ending it. And then they met a Jazzy Belle or Dre or
Well,
Tart
you know, well,
or
if they in the
Michelle
chat,
or
Miss Tracy,
Latoya.
no, Miss Tracy, if they in the chat and you know you come on here, you talk all this stuff, they talk all this stuff, type negative stuff. You think I care if they? If I'm not trying to save their life, that's what I'm not gonna do. I don't,
Oh my
you know,
God.
they would just have to just go ahead and jump off the bridge.
Dre, that's not her point.
But you know what I know about Dre and what I've learned about Dre through listening to Dre over time? Dre is really a gentle creature, right? And Dre is kind, because I know that time when he was trying to get understanding between Michelle and that woman that she called a colorist. I mean, at one point, Dre was serious. Dre was all up in folk DMs and stuff, pleading the case and trying to really build a bridge.
He did.
Right? I saw him do it.
And then he realized I was right. As he always does.
Yeah, he felt some kind of way too. You know, so I listen, we are blessed beyond measure. And we don't have to carry what our ancestors carried. Think about when they say we stand on the shoulders of the ancestors. We can't even afford to carry what they carried, y'all. That's where that uncoupling comes into play, when we uncouple what's theirs and what's ours, because we're just a cup of water. Our ancestors are the ocean. Just know that. Just like we can't carry our parents. To my mother, I'm a cup of water. My mother is the ocean. Her ancestors, her parents become her ocean, right? So level your load, know your level, know what you can carry, and it's okay. Because many folks need to understand that no is a boundary. Take care of yourselves.
Amen.
Stop caping.
Well, thank you, Miss Tracy, Dr. Tracy.
I'm a PhD candidate. I haven't finished my program yet, but I'm on my way.
Congratulations.
Okay, well, you closer,
Thank
you're
you.
closer to yours than I am to mine. So, well, I certainly appreciate everything you shared tonight, and I hope that everybody takes heed and goes and checks out her website over there. Okay, Grace Community Counseling. Head on over there. She has having a retreat July 20th through the 24th. Okay, for women, not Dre. So thank you.
I could not have paid for that, Michelle. Thank you.
That's okay.
That is priceless. I could not have paid.
Well, actually
for
in the
that.
United States, actually in the United States, if I want to say I'm a lady,
Dre, Michelle's ready to go, and I'm on.
Okay, but Miss Tracy, it's about your retreat. If I want to say I'm a lady, and if I go put me on some high heel shoes and a skirt, I can actually come.
If it's worth that,
so
to
I
you.
just
You want to identify as a woman to go to Cancun,
I might show up.
You can do it, Dre.
Miss Tracy, you said you don't discriminate. I'm not trying to be offensive to anyone, but Dre made me think about this. So, would you allow someone who identifies as a woman to come, even
I'm
if
going.
they're not a transgender
I'm going, Jazzy
woman?
Bill. I will be there.
Well, see,
Like
you
a
going
man
into
hands?
you're going into a whole other conversation, because didn't we just see in the news where that former basketball player, and his wife, their daughter, was granted a new birth certificate despite the legislation?
They're
that's
using their
coming
child
down?
for they're exploiting their child.
I don't know what them people doing, but I'm just saying, I engage people by how they identify. We all get to identify according to our own social identity and locations. And I'm not interested in shaking nobody down. My
I'm
website clearly
identified as
states.
Oprah. From now on, y'all call me Oprah. And when I go to the bank and sign my checks, Oprah Winfrey, the bank
That's the first mistake right there, Michelle.
Oprah Winfrey, and I'm withdrawing my
No.
billions. Okay.
No, on some real stuff, you're supposed to be happy to be who you are, Michelle Brown.
I'm
You're not
happy to be who
Oprah.
I am, but
There's
I
only one
identify as a
Oprah.
billionaire. Okay, I'm
Right. So say yourself, Michelle Brown. Say Michelle Brown is a billionaire. You don't have to say
well, I'm
Oprah.
identifying as Michelle Brown, the billionaire.
Right. Just be happy to who you are. You don't have to
So
be
Michelle
Oprah.
Brown, when I go to the bank, I ain't got $1 billion in it. So I need to.
You might one day.
Yeah.
Right.
Never know.
Yeah. Hair flip. Straighten up that hair. That's right. Yeah, they speaking blessings over you, Mama. Okay. Hey, y'all have a wonderful night. It's a pleasure. Thank you for welcoming.
It was nice meeting you.
Thank you, Miss
Oh,
Tracy. I'm gonna honor what I said now. Don't you listen?
Good info.
Give me up.
I will. I need this stuff. I'm an immigrant to technology. You a native. All these folk here are natives. I'm gonna be, a visitor that look native. But yeah. I'm gonna do it for real. Y'all have a wonderful night, and thank you so much. It's been just a blessing. And tell Peter thank you as well.
I will.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
All right, you too.
LaShoya, you ain't said one word since you've been on here.
I did.
Well,
to be honest with you, you really couldn't get a word in.
Right. She wanted.
I'm about to go.
LaToya
Wait, you finna go for real? We didn't even talk about
listen.
It's a lot of low self-esteem.
Why is y'all calling back?
No, so listen, I actually had to hang up earlier because I had foot surgery earlier and my foot was bleeding. So I hung up and came back.
You feel better?
So nobody hit you or nothing in your foot?
No, I had to get a biopsy in 2 different spots. I had to take 2 chunks.
Look, we've been on for 3 hours.
Michelle.
I'm going. Look, y'all Discord, y'all is Patreon people. I'm going to Patreon. What do y'all want on here?
Oh, you are? No, you are?
Yes. What do y'all want?
I need my flowers in the chat.
Michelle teasing folks.
I'm going over to. I was going to Patreon at midnight.
Okay, she going to
Michelle,
Patreon.
can I get my flowers though?
You got your flowers, Dre. Can I get my $5?
I don't see my flowers.
I just gave them to you.
Where?
Excuse me, if you guys are not a part of the Patreon, please go sign up because we're gonna have court over on Patreon because Michelle is going on trial because I don't like the way she been treating me and Dre. You know, it's
Not
just
tonight.
disgusting.
Not tonight.
Oh, okay, maybe one
Jazzy,
day
we
next
gonna
week.
have to really have a talk with her over there. Like, we need to come to an understanding.
We need
would
an
not.
intervention, Michelle. This is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
like
Well, I'm headed to Patreon. Clearly, I need
Jazzy
to
Bill, you would
get
have
with
thought that me
y'all
and you
because
was
y'all
like
won't hang up.
having family issues or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm over here like, am I having family issues? I really had to think like, I ain't got no family issues. Like, I'm good.
Good night, Dre.
Okay, good night. Bye.
Good night.
Yeah, on Patreon. Bye-bye.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Look, thank you to Miss Tracy for calling in. Thank you to Peter Thomas for calling in. Thank you to all the people who subscribed and joined and contributed to the stream tonight. Okay. Listen, this has been a 3-hour live. My dang computer, my dang camera went off 15 times, but we still here. Okay. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. We on the road to 100K, y'all. We on the road to 100K. Subscribe. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Okay. Good night. Oh, let me play this one more time. Hold on. How I turn it back? Hold on. Can y'all hear that? I can't hear it. Oh well. I was trying to play the music again, but it won't play. Oh, there it is.
I am more than a blogger.